Welcome back everyone to the third episode of my Lord of the Rings living card game playthrough. You've all seen the title. We're going to take on the notoriously difficult Escape From Dol Guldur solo single-handed, and every time we fail, I'm going to do half a shot of vodka because everybody knows that's the best way to improve your decision-making process. So, for those out of the know, basically this mission is notoriously tough because when you start it, one of your three heroes is taken prisoner. In a two-player game or more, only one hero is taken prisoner out of everybody's pool. When you're on your own, it's just straight up it's 1/3 of your entire team. That means you get 1/3 less resources until you rescue them. And if it's a colour that so for example, if I lose Eowyn here, I just can't play any blue cards for the entirety of the first third of the game. So This is a notoriously difficult challenge. I'm expecting to fail a lot. Should be a fun video. Let's really quickly go over my exclusions. I don't know if I've changed anything from last stream, but I'll just go over them real quick. So, strength of will. It lets you after you travel to a location, exhaust a spirit character to place 2 progress counters on that location. Is bad. Is 0 cost. It doesn't do enough. Most of the time, we want to be committing characters to quest and have plans for them. Will of the West brings your discard back into your deck. I don't think it's that useful, unless you're in a really, really long game, because you rarely want to actually put your discard back into your deck. Power to the Earth, it reduces a location's threat by 1. It's 1 cost, very cheap, but just doesn't do enough. It's not impactful enough. 5 cost spell, it's the opposite of the previous two, actually. This one is very impactful, but honestly, if you lose a hero, I'm willing to say you've probably lost the game anyway, and at any other time, this is a dead draw, so no thank you. A Light in the Dark. Choose an enemy engaged to a player, return that enemy to the staging area. Not a bad card, better in out of single player. And the only leadership cards we've gotten rid of are our 0 cost common causes, which means you can exhaust one hero you control to ready a different hero. I think I said this in the last episode, but basically I just always want to have a plan for my heroes, so it's very rare that I actually oh, sorry, I had to clear my throat a bit there. It's very rare that you wouldn't have like a specific plan for everybody, and thus there's not really a point in doing that. So, to begin the game, we'll set our threat as always. So we have 9, 8, and 9, so that's 1, 1, 2, 2, that's 4. So to start at 26. I always like to count down from, so I imagine if all the heroes were 10, and then I add or minus whatever their threat is, and then take that or add that to 30. You get, if you heard that and understood the sentence, congratulations. If you didn't, don't worry, it's not important. I start on 26 threat. I haven't shuffled this deck at all, so I need to give it a good shuffle now. So for anyone who hasn't seen the series yet, hi, welcome. My name is Devin, and I'm a Lord of the Rings living card game addict. Just a bit of background, actually. I have played this exact quest before. I have beaten it as well, but I know I'm going to fail at least a couple times, or at least almost definitely, because I'm convinced this quest isn't really particularly possible without an extraordinary amount of luck. At least solo anyway. Yeah, getting a prisoner taken right off the bat is pretty horrific. Like I said, I've beaten it once, but it was after about 10 attempts with the deck I'm playing right now. My general strategy is going to be use Eowyn as a demon for questing. Usually try and keep my threat as low as possible to begin with. What we want to try and do is basically, we want to try and quest our way through the entire first phase of the game. And then when we rescue the prisoner hero, that's when you kind of want to get more into the fighting. So you can get fucked if the game just throws a ton of enemies at you. I don't know if there's really a lot we can do. We'll obviously give it a fair crack, because every single time I fail, I'm doing a half shot of vodka. By the way, I'm doing a half shot in case anybody's like, Devin, you're a fucking coward. These shot glasses are fucking huge, okay? These are the biggest shot glasses. You could drink out of this. This isn't a shot glass, this is a cup, functionally. So I'm going to do a half shot instead. Also because, you know, I value my liver's function. It's pretty important to me, honestly. And as much as it is funny to abuse it for content, somehow I don't feel like going back to the hospital, 2 times in a year. It's probably not the wisest idea. Right, there's probably a decent amount of shuffling. I'm going to do a quick pile shuffle, just in case any of the cards are like stuck together. These sleeves are a bit old at this point. If anybody's thinking I'm shuffling way too long, I shuffle a lot. I even, this is a fun little thing. I have a couple stacks of cards, or like decks, like Magic the Gathering decks at my desktop. And while I'm working or streaming or, you know, watching videos or whatever, I very regularly am just ripple shuffling that deck. Or I've also got like a regular deck stack of playing cards as well, which are all plastic and really nice to ripple shuffle. Oh, sorry, no, I mash shuffle the magic cards. You know what I mean. Anyone who knows, you fucking know. Right, that's probably enough shuffling. Let's draw our hand of... oh, fuck, hang on, is it 6? Yeah, it's 6 in Lord of the Rings. I've started playing the Arkham Horror game as well, and in that it's 5, so I need to remember the differences between the two games. But in that you also only run a 30-card deck. So we have a Gandalf, a Longbeard Orc Slayer. We can cancel the Shadow Effect, a Scout, Son of Arnor, and a Will of the West. This isn't a bad hand. It's got a lot of purple, which I like, because if Eowyn gets taken, then it won't affect our deck too much. On the other hand, it's got some expensive stuff, which isn't so good. Like, honestly, the allies we have are not good, especially considering we want a quest early. There's a bit of a conundrum. It's like, this would be a good hand, I think, if we just didn't need to quest so much. But the problem is, I think we probably do, unless we see loads of enemies. But if we see loads of enemies, honestly, the game's probably a loss regardless. Oh, fuck, this is really close. This is, like, actually borderline. The annoying thing as well is we don't even get to... So the way that you choose a hero randomly to get taken prisoner in this game, and I just roll a dice to determine it, but you have to do the setup of the quest after you decide on your mulligan. So technically, you aren't allowed to know what hero gets taken as prisoner until you've decided on your opening hand. So you can't, like, roll, realise it's Eowyn, and then just mulligan aggressively to get, you know, mostly purple cards. I think we'll stick to this because it just seems like it's like a just balanced enough hand that I think it might be okay. Right, let's begin, shall we? Okay. Quest 1A, the Necromancer's Tower. The Lady Galadriel of Lorien has asked you to investigate the area in the vicinity of Dol Guldur. While doing so, one of your allies was ambushed by orcs, captured, and is now being held in the dungeon cell. Search the encounter deck for 3 objective cards, reveal them and place them in the staging area. Also, place the Nazgul of Dol Guldur face up and out of play, alongside the quest deck. Then, shuffle the encounter deck and add 1 encounter to each objective card. Okay, so, that's a mouthful. But basically what that means is... There's so the way this mission works, this one's a bit different to the other ones we've been playing. It's a lot more mechanically complicated, and I think also a lot more interesting as a result. Having said that, is just mean as fuck. So the way the quest works, broadly speaking, is so this is the Nazgul of Dol Guldur. He's going to be like functionally like a late game boss. One of the quests, one of the quest card brings him in essentially. So we don't have to worry about him just yet. He's out of play. But these 2 artifacts are in play, and the way it's going to work is essentially we're going to be rooting around Dol Guldur and trying to rescue our ally and then escaping. And these 3 things will help us. So we have a Shadow Key, Gandalf's Map, and a Dungeon Torch. 3 things that, you know, are likely to help you in a dungeon. So we reveal those 3, chuck them into the threat area, and these items have the guarded keyword, and what that means is that basically... they are going to have another card pulled out on top of them that is going to be defending them. And we can't grab those items until we actually, clear the location or defeat the enemy or whatever. I won't be explaining this every time, obviously, because that'd be a fucking nightmare. But I'm going to go over everything on the first run through pretty cleanly, just so everyone knows exactly what's happening. And then when we move forward from that point, it should be simple. And we can just get really fucked up and... improve our decision-making process via the power of Soviet-endorsed ethanol. Okay, I need to give this deck a fair shuffle as well. This is probably the only game in which I'm really organised with. In my entire life, I always make sure to have all the modules in their correct stacks after each game and whatnot, so it needs a good shuffle to get properly randomised. So, just to let you know, the dream is Gloin gets taken prisoner, because having Theodred and Eowyn means that Eowyn can quest really hard, Theodred can drop resources on whoever needs it, and then we can just play allies to deal with combat in the meantime. Oh, card just jumped out. So Gloin is ideal, but we can probably deal with Theodred getting taken prisoner as well. If Aowen gets taken, it's almost guaranteed an auto-fail, but we will play it out. I don't know how many times I'm going to attempt per video as well. I'm probably not going to make this one giant video, because if I have to, you know, attempt this quest as many as 10 times, like I did last time, chances are this will be like a 2, maybe long, like 3-hour video. 3 to 4 hour video, so I'm probably going to, like, separate it out until we, you know, to reasonable amounts. I don't think I want any singular video of this series being longer than an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at most, depending on what the quests get like later, because, again, I'm only familiar with, the first 6, essentially. The 3 core box ones, and then the, you know, the, what's the word? The first 3 of Shadows of Mirkwood Cycle. Okay, that's probably enough shuffling. So, we have, for the first guard, a Necromancer's Pass. For the second guard, Iron Shackles. So, when Iron Shackles is revealed, attach it to the top of the player's deck. It counts as a condition with the text next time a player would draw 1 or more cards, discard Iron Shackles instead. So, this is going to chill on top of our deck, and then we draw Iron Shackles, and it basically prevents us from drawing 1 card. But that also means the Shadow Key has no guard, which is lovely. And we have a Dol Guldur Beastmaster. Oh, fuck, that's, that's a much more complicated one to deal with. Okay, so that's that. We flip this. Then, when revealed, randomly select 1 hero among all heroes controlled by the players and turn it face down. The hero is now considered a prisoner. It cannot be used, cannot be damaged, cannot collect resources until it is rescued as instructed by card effects later in this quest. The players, as a group, cannot play more than 1 ally card each round. So, as a solo player, that means, like, for me, it just affects me. It's not a group, right? So, basically, we have to get 9 quest points on this card. We can only play 1 ally around, and we're going to be down a hero. And also, to progress, we actually have to grab one of these artifacts. And the way you grab them, for the record, is generally you have to exhaust the hero. So it will tell you on them how you grab them. But it says, so the Shadow Key, for example, says, raise your threat by 2 to claim this objective when it is free of counters. When claimed, attach Shadow Key to a hero you control. Counts as an attachment. If detached, return it to the staging area. So we can actually grab that immediately and just try and push the threat through on this one. We're definitely going to be travelling to the Necromancer's Palace almost immediately. But first, let's decide who we're going to grab. So the way I do this is I roll a d6 and results go, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So 1 and 4 is Gloin, 2 and 5 is Theodred, and 3 and 6 is Aowen. So we just want to dodge 3 or 6. That's a 2, so we're going to lose Theodred. Okay, that's not that bad. Not great, not terrible. Let's crack on, shall we? So Iron Shackles gets drawn. Just pop the Discord out of sight there slightly. Everybody generates a resource, and then we begin. Okay. We don't have a lot going for us, like I said. There's 5 threat in the area, which is quite a lot, to be honest. I think first things first, I think we should probably spend a resource and play a scout. When the scout comes into play, we can chuck a quest token on 1 location. Then we're going to go to questing. And we're going to commit both Aowen and Gloin. So that's 6 versus 5, which is just a lot than I would like. So, each player, when revealed, each player discards all event cards in hand. So, I'm actually just going to spend a resource. I think. Yeah, I'm just going to straight up spend a resource and use Test of Will to cancel this. Because otherwise I would lose my Shadow Effect Negator as well. And I feel like for a resource to save a card, essentially is what the question is. Like, I can spend a resource to save a card, or I can just not spend a resource and lose an extra event. I think it's worthwhile. So we'll counter this. And then that means we get to keep our other card in hand. And we actually, hilariously, succeed by 1. We could actually make it 2 if we want, which might not be a bad idea. We have to discard something to do it. I don't think I like that. I think we'll just stick with the 1. Because we're going to remove this by travelling to it now. It does mean we have to discard 2 cards, which is fucking savage. But I think it just has to be done. 3 threat is way too much. So yeah, we're going to travel to the location. Just shuffling up my hand. Alright, chat, pick a card, any card. I'm kidding. We'll roll a dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's 5 or 6, it's null. Oh my god. 3. This one. Okay, we lost the Long Iron Orc. Oh, Longbeard Orc Slayer, sorry. Yeah, so we travel here. These all can shuffle along a bit. We're definitely not going to engage the Dol Guldur Orc Master. That would be suicide, I think is how the kids say it. What is... Hang on. At the end of each round... Okay, so force the Shadow Key will deal 1 damage to the hero it's attached to at the end of every round. So we're actually going to have to attach that to Gloin when we decide to move forward. Yeah, I think that's probably the smartest move. We won't grab it now, though. There's really no reason until we've got a majority of the counters on the first quests. Or maybe even the max amount. Cool. So I believe we just go to a new round. Tick up to 27. Refresh everyone. Everyone gets a resource and we draw a card. That's a good card. That's actually a very good card. Alright, cool. We have nothing to do. We drew a... Sorry, I should say. God, the Galadrim's Greeting? I have no idea who those people are. Jeez, I'm such a fake Tolkien fan. But either way, what this does is it lets us reduce our threat by 6, which is fucking huge. In fact, actually, if we're going to pull that off, like, soonish... Well, it'd be 2 turns, right? That's the quickest we can do it. But if we can pull that off soonish, that'd actually be, like, ideal. Because it'll give us a lot more turns to try and just push this quest through without having to worry too much about the threat deck. But yeah, let's go to the next thing, so we don't want to play anything. So we're going to commit both people again. That's 6 versus... Okay, until end of phase, raise the total threat in the staging area by X, where X is the number of players in the game. So increase it by 1, that makes it 3 versus 6. We place 2 tokens down. So this gets cleared. And we get 2 through. Alright, I'm just going to say it. This is actually going very well already. The only thing I will say that's a bit of a problem is the Dol Guldur Beastmaster is actually the thing we'd like to grab first. Because if we grab this, it deals damage to our hero during, like, you know, at the end of every round, right? If we grab this, it increases our threat quite quickly. Gandalf's map just stops the hero it's attached to from attacking. Eowyn is never attacking. So that is completely fine. There's no issue whatsoever. And we only need 1 objective card to advance, so we don't even need to grab the other 2, really. So at some point we should probably think about killing this guy. Maybe even soonish, but I'd like a better ally to do it. You want to knock him out in 1 go, and we need 6 damage to do it. We have, like, 2, essentially. Gandalf, if we can play Gandalf, that's one way to do it. That might be what we have to go for. But anyway, solid phase. Move on to the next turn. So, 28th threat. Refresh everyone. Everybody gets a resource. Draw a card. Oh, we actually got a second Longbeard Orc Slayer. Which is pretty good, actually, because the Dol Guldur guy is an Orc, so it will deal all the damage to that. It's not bad. I'm honestly thinking, call me crazy, but I think what we do is we just continue questing for now while stuff's okay. Then play Gandalf next turn, blow up the orc, and then try and progress after that. So we can next turn, I think we can try and make progress. So we'll commit 6 again to location. It adds 2 threat to the area. There's 4, so we place 2 on the thing. That's fine. Ticks this up to 5. This is an enchanted stream, and it just means that when it's the active location, we can't draw a card. So, I mean, we're definitely going to travel to it. We don't care about drawing a card so much now. We just want to play Gandalf, so this is fine. That's that turn. We tick up our threat again. Go to 29. Untap. Everyone gets a resource. Draw cards? Oh, wait, no, we don't draw cards. Right, sorry, I'll put that back on the top. I did see what it was, but it's not going to make the hugest difference, so it's okay. It was a standard fight. Just FYI. Which lets us bring allies back from the grave. That's actually insane, because we can bring back Gandalf, that means. Okay. The question... Okay. We can quest with both of them again. There's a good chance we won't clear the stream. But what we can do is we can play Gandalf, deal 4 damage to the Orc, which means we only have to hit him for 2. You know what? Actually, I think I like this line a lot. I think what we do is we play Gandalf, hit the Orc for 4, commit only Eowyn. Oh no, sorry, commit Eowyn and Gandalf. So that's 8. What's the word? 8 willpower. Then when we bring the orc down, we block with the scout and Gloin can hit him. I think I like that line a lot, so let's go for it. Do we want to spend 3 blue or 3... Oh, we definitely want to spend 3 perp. We have a 1-cost spirit card, so we might as well keep 1 on Eowyn just to cancel any particularly nasty shadow effects. Not that they should happen this round, but if we draw another enemy, I get, that's the one way they could. So we play Gandalf, we're going to deal 4 damage to an enemy in play. Oh, wait, hang on, I've got a better idea. Oh, fuck, it'll take too long, I think. I was thinking, he's on 1 HP, we could just wait till we play the Longbeard Orc Slayer, and that'll kill him. But the problem with that is I think it's just it takes a bit too long. It might be a bit too slow, because we've got to wait a lot of turns for Gloin to get the resources up. Yeah, I think we just try and push it through now. So, that's 8 willpower. Draw 1 more card off the top. Oh, fuck. So, okay, this is the Dungeon Jailer. He's a real pain in the arse. If he is in the staging area after the players have quested unsuccessfully, shuffle 1 unclaimed object from the staging area back into the encounter deck. So he's going to be a real pain in the arse. But fortunately, he only has a single threat. So that means we push through 5 threat. So if we push through 5, we'll get to put another 3 on here. That takes it up to 8. You know what? We might as well actually just discard a card. We'll discard Son of Vanor to pump Eowyn by 1 before the questing resolves, meaning that we clear the Enchanted Stream, and we also get enough tokens on the quest itself to progress. So we place, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we place another 4 on there. Okay, that's pretty fucking huge, to be honest. But now the question is, do we just grab one of the other ones and allow our threat to go a little crazy? We probably don't want to grab Shadowkey, so do we just grab the Dungeon Torch now to proceed? Because if we do, we have a couple different ways. Okay, first things first, we have a lot of things going for us, right? We have a way to reduce our threat by a lot. If we get our 3rd ally now, we don't have to fight anyone for a while, and we can try and just spend a decent number of turns to keep our threat in check. And if we do that, I should put this guy up here. I don't know how much space I have for like active stuff in the staging area, but we'll put him there for now. He's fine. Basically, what I'm thinking is we want to amass a bunch of allies so we can try and kill the Nazgul when it comes to it. So we want to basically delay the 2nd phase for as long as we physically can. So if we grab the Dungeon Torch, it's a bit of a problem. We can't really do that. So in fact, actually, yeah, I like my initial plan. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the next phase. We can't travel anywhere. Go to the next phase. We're going to purposefully engage the Dol Guldur Orc. Then we're going to block with our Scout. He's going to draw 2 shadow cards. No shadow effect. No shadow effect. In fact, Caught in the Web gets burned, which is fucking excellent. The Scout is going to die because it's 3 damage versus 1 shield and 1 health. So the Scout is going to die. And then we'll swing back with Gloin, who will absolutely annihilate this poor boy. Because he only has 1 shield. Gloin swings for 2. And he had 1 health left. Then, we raise our threat by 2 to claim this objective. And we're going to do this in the player window at the end of the combat phase. So we go to 31. And we're going to grab this on Eowyn. So we raise our threat by 2 to claim this objective when it is free of encounters. When claimed, attach Gandalf's map to a hero you control. Attached hero cannot attack or defend. So that is completely fine, because Eowyn is never, ever, 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 unless something goes horribly wrong, going to be attacking or defending. So that's fine. So, now we complete this quest. Dude, if we do it first time, I'll lose my shit. I don't know. You guys will think I'm probably fucking cheating, and I wouldn't blame you, honestly. But I swear to God, I'm not, guys, honestly. Anyway, through the caves, finding a hidden entrance to the dungeons of Dol Guldur at last, you attempt to make your way through the caverns beneath the hill, searching for your imprisoned friend. The denizens of this labyrinth stand in your way, while jailers protect the prison. I mean, very true. A jailer is legitimately just vibing there. So, response. After placing any number of progress tokens on this card, flip the prisoner card face up and place 1 damage on it. The prisoner has been rescued and may now be used by its controller. We still can't play more than one ally, and to advance to the next stage, we have to have rescued the prisoner, and have all 3 of the objective cards. So, we actually... I forgot about this completely. So we actually don't get our friendo back just yet. We need to make one more successful quest, which shouldn't be too hard. It's only the jailer's out, so that's not that bad whatsoever. So we should be able to do it next turn, actually, if all goes to plan. So, end of turn happens. Gandalf goes away. We tick up by 1. And we refresh everyone. Chuck a token on everyone. Draw a card. So we know it's stand and fight, because I accidentally cheated. We can't actually play anyone. The only thing we have is a hasty stroke, which is, you know, it's 1 cost, but, I mean, like... sorry, we have more than that, but I mean, the only thing we can play is a hasty stroke, which is not that good right now. I honestly think we'd just send AO in. The odds of drawing a 3-threat thing are pretty low. Oh, God, I kind of hate... The problem is, right, is if we draw something that's higher than 3-threat, and we can't, you know, overcome it using Eowyn's ability, then that means the jailer's going to yeet one of those objectives straight into, like, the deck. What happens is it gets shuffled in when it when we fail a quest, which is pretty bad. Because then we have to wait for it to come out. It comes out with a new guard on it. Like, it's just a giant pain in the arse. I don't really want to deal with it. So maybe it's better to just commit both, and if an enemy pops out, we just have to cry and accept that we're taking an undefended hit. Because we are at, like, 32 threat, which is quite high now. But I think we have to do it, because losing one of these objectives is worse, I think. Okay, got Dol Guldur rocks. That's really bad. The first player chooses 1 character committed to the quest, deal 2 damage to that character. So we're going to do 2 damage to Eowyn. Then, our questing succeeds, fortunately. We actually could have just committed Eowyn, which is a little annoying, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, we've got 6, so we actually get 3 on the thing. Because we've placed progress tokens on the quest, we flip over Theodred, and he is back, but he takes 1 damage. Oh, you know what? He can block the orcs. He's going to take another hit for it, but that's not that bad? Question mark? Oh man, I don't know. Is it that bad? I really have no idea. You know what? Actually, I think it might be better. It might just be better to take it undefended and put it on Gloin, because at least he'll generate resources off of it, which we can use to play the Orc Slayer. And then also that means the Orcs are definitely dead next turn, because Theodred can hit back for 2. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. So we'll go to the encounter phase. This guy comes down to us regardless of what we do. We'll take the attack undefended. No shadow effect. And another jailer gets burned. Let's fucking go. Our luck has actually been insanely good. I'm not going to lie. Gloin will take 2 damage. And Gloin will generate 2 resources. Now, Theodred is going to swing back for 2. The Orcs take 2 damage. We untap. Oh, sorry, we actually tick up our threat first. Then we untap. Everyone generates a resource. God, it feels good to have you back, Theodred. You have no fucking idea. Draw a card. This is not a bad card. We need allies, though. We have, like, next to no allies in hand. Okay, well, we have 1 ally in hand, actually. Tell a slight lie, I suppose. We're going to play our Longbeard Orc. Longbeard Orc Slayer, I should say. And he's going to deal 1 damage to every enemy Orc in play. That's the Jailer and the Orcs here. These guys dies. The Jailer lives. Then we're going to finally spend 3 threat. Oh my god, I've just realised something. We have a really easy way to kill the Jailer. So, we have a really easy way to kill the Jailer, but I think it's better to reduce our threat now and then just do it in, like, what, 2 or 3 times time? If we bring back Gandalf, we can just hit the Jailer for 4, sorry, and that kills him. As much as I want to use Gandalf to reduce threat, I think this is probably the better use, because the Jailer's a real pain in the arse. So we're going to reduce our threat by 6, using the 3 we just spent. So we were on 33, so we go down to 27. That gives us a good amount of turns to try and make something happen here. Then we're definitely going to be questing with Eowyn and Theodred. The question is, do we take Gloin as well? I think the answer is actually, to be honest, kinda yeah. Yeah, because the Orc can defend, the Orc Slayer can defend no matter what. So we really just want to push through the number of things on this. Grab these two in one turn and then just kill the Nazgul. That's all we want to do here. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got a location that ticks it up by 2, so that's actually fine. We push 4 through, which is fantastic. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. Then, do we travel to the mountains of Mirkwood? I feel like the answer is actually probably yes, but the problem is that it draws another card off the top of the deck, which could be an enemy that engages with us, and we've already dodged it once. Oh shit, I forgot Theodred's trigger. I've really got to... You know what? I'm gonna... Because I was always going to put it on Éowyn, because we want to play stand and fight to bring back Gandalf, so I'm just going to put it back, because there's functionally nothing else I would have done. But I do need to start remembering that, otherwise it is technically a missed trigger, but that's okay. And the only reason I say that now is because you have to do it when they commit, because you could change your mind depending on what comes out of the encounter deck, right? But that's okay. Fuck. I think we have to travel to Mountains of Mirkwood. I don't love it, but it will get us a card later on. Oh, wait, do we? Hang on, let me think. 2 threat is not that much. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. We can't get Gandalf out next turn. She'll be on 2. Then the turn after that, she'll be on 4. So we actually have a while before Gandalf's out. We got 3 turns to do it. Oh, fuck. I hate it, but I think we actually do have to travel to Mountains of Mirkwood. When revealed, deal 1 damage to all exhausted characters. Well, that more or less kills us. Because I have no way to counter that. And Éowyn is dead. Fuck. I thought it was going... Oh, man, it was going too well, wasn't it? Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, Éowyn dies. This goes back up here. This goes here. Oh, looks like we are taking a shot of vodka after all, lads. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's really, really bad. Okay. Ticks up. Untap. Everyone generates a resource. We draw. Oh, that's so fucking bad. We now have 2... Half our hand is dead. We'll play a Steward of Gondor that we... sorry, a Citadel of Gondor, which we just drew. I mean, we got to try and push it through, right? There's nothing else we can do. We got to commit both Theodred and Gloin. Put a resource on Theodred. Draw a card. It's another Mountains of Mirkwood. Fantastic. It's going to get awfully clogged up, but just don't worry about it. So that's 3 versus 3. So obviously it doesn't work. Oh, fuck. Yeah, losing Éowyn is honestly, like, almost definitely game over. I don't see any way we can get through this. We just got to I think we got to amass allies. That's the only chance we have. But we have 0 allies in hand. We are going to get a lot of resources real quick, though, so I guess that's something. Well, we got another way to reduce our threat. Fantastic. To be fair, I should have known that was in the deck. I just honestly forgot. Yeah, this is a loss. There's no way we're coming back from this one. Do we have a way to kill the jailer right now? Because we didn't fail a quest, but we're going to start failing. They're all going to go in the deck. I think, fuck it, let's just restart. That was really rough, but again, I think I should have just remembered those were in the deck, and unfortunately I did just forget. It happens. Not sweating it too much. Fuck, it was just... Oh, man, we were so close to winning the very first one. I know that didn't seem necessarily that close, like, oh, we still had a Nazgul to kill and stuff like that, but you'd be surprised once you start amassing allies. Towards the end, that quest actually isn't as bad as it may seem. Alright, first shot. I don't know why I'm... Oh, that was actually... That's more than a half shot. Fuck, alright, well, bottoms up, boys. Oh, man, I really don't want to do... Why am I doing... Is the content worth it? Let me know if the content's worth it in chat. Here we go. Oh. Oh my god. I actually fucking hate vodka as well. Oh, goodness me. Alright. I should have chosen something tasty. I don't know why I didn't do that. That would have been the smart play here. Okay. Let's reset the quest. First things first, we got shuffle up and decide if we're mulliganing. Man, maybe I should just get some, like, sugar or something to have it with it. Because Jesus Christ. Oh. I know everyone in chat is going to call me a coward now. You know what? I don't give the slightest fuck, okay? Vodka tastes gross. Cancel me over that take if you want. What I might do is I might get a glass of water, actually, just to take the edge off a bit, because otherwise I feel like my voice is going to get so gruff very quickly. It'll sound like you're listening to, I don't know, I'm trying to think of someone with like a really raspy voice. Damn, if only my celebrity references were slightly better. Maybe that would add some more enjoyment to the torture session that is this this particular run of Escape from Dol Guldur. Alright, please, just... You know what? One thing I will say is, at the very least, doing this does mean that I'm going to be making every decision very carefully from now on. This is functionally some form of, like, informal experiment, really. It's like, will he learn through negative reinforcement, right? It's like, should you punish naughty school children? With you know, whips and ruler hits? I don't know. Let's find out. Will this man learn from destroying his liver slowly over time? There's only one way to find out. At least that's what the Mythbusters would have you believe. Wait, was that their catchphrase? I can't even remember. No, wait, fuck. It was that bald guy who makes people fight, right? Oh my god, he was like a British, like, legend. I really should know his name. Whatever. Anyway. That's plenty of shuffling. Down, start at 26. What you got for me opening hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Two valiant sacrifices. Unexpected courage. 4. Ooh. I love unexpected sacrifice. Unexpected courage. God of the Citadel is the only ally, though. That's real bad. I think we just... I honestly think we mulligan this one. The valiant sacrifice... Oh, but the... This is one of those hands where this could have hella potential, because what you do is you turn one throughout the Gondor of Citadel if you can. Then, when the Gondor of the Citadel dies, Guard of the Citadel dies, you Valiant Sacrifice him to draw a shit ton of cards. Then you do the same thing again with Stand and Fight and Valiant Sacrifice again. So that's potentially, like, what, an extra 4 cards to draw, and you've made use of an ally in that time. Plus you have the Unexpected Courage, which lets you a hero do extra shit. Which is very good. Don't get me wrong. But, is it good enough? The problem we ran into, last thing was realistically we just forgot. But we could have we forgot that Eowyn could have died. But we could have realistically continued had we had a lot more allies. So we want to keep our threat low. You know, honestly, I think this is a mulligan. I think we want, in our opening hand, enough cheap allies that we can start amassing allies. A, and B, ways to reduce our threat. Those are the two main things we're looking for. And that doesn't really do either. It's just a hand that has the potential to get better later. I don't think that's good enough for this quest. So we'll make one mulligan. And by one mulligan, I mean our only mulligan, considering you're only allowed to mulligan once in this game. Oh, by the way, just in case anybody's wondering, the Arkham Horror LCG... Like I said, not only am I also playing it, but I'm also recording a series for it, and I'm completely new to that game. So my first game ever of Arkham Horror is now recorded and will be uploaded to the channel as well. So if you're interested in that game too, get excited, because both of the series will be running in parallel with each other. One thing I do really like about that game, I gotta say, is it's really cool that it's like a campaign-based game. I know this game has like, you know, the stories are all kind of tied together and stuff, and there's like cycles that tell a story from start to finish. But this game is definitely less focused on the thematic elements. That game is far more invested in like its theming and how it affects the mechanics and the campaign and stuff like that. This game is more of like a puzzle box, in my opinion. You know, you got a bunch of quests, and you got to work out how to deck build to complete them, and optimize your strategy, and all that good stuff. So, that's enough shuffling. Okay. 6 cards, let's go. We got Lorien Guide, pretty good. Scout, also pretty good. And you know what? This is a much better hand for sure. We got 3 cheap allies. And we have... Okay, we just have to not lose Eowyn. If we lose Eowyn, then half our hand is dead, which is real fucking bad. But we got a Scout, we got a Guard of the Citadel, we got a Ever Vigilant, allows us to ready an ally. It's not the best card in the world, but I had to include... It got to a point where I didn't know what else to include, so I had to chuck them in. Lorien Guide, which allows us to clear locations we're already at, which is great, and it's another quester. Cancel a Shadow Effect, which is fine, and Stand and Fight. Let's bring back one. Alright. That's a good opening hand. Give this a shuffle now. Then we want to add the 3 objective cards. And then we need to decide who's prisoner. We just got to dodge those 4s and 6s. Sorry, 3s and 6s. If we can dodge a 3 or a 6 on the d6 roll, then we got a chance. If not, our prospects are looking significantly grimmer. Also, I don't know what you really want on these shadow cards as guards. I think the Iron Shackles was maybe like the best first draw we could get, because drawing the first card is not that relevant a lot of the time. Like, generally speaking, late in the game when you've used a lot of the cards in your hand, that's when you really don't want to like miss a draw, because it's especially brutal. At the start of the game, though, when you got 6 cards, you can plan around it so easily. It's not really an issue. Oh, fuck me. Angelian Spawn is actually horrific. So this is a boss from another one. It's the boss from the first quest. It's got 9 health, 3 threat, and 5 attack. This is probably going to be a loss, to be honest. Enchanted Stream isn't so bad, and the Orc Master, that's really bad. There is 7 threat. 7 threat in the staging area already. Wonderful. Alright, let's get started, shall we? So everyone get... Oh, no, sorry. I forgot we need to roll. And we rolled a 6. No Eowyn. Wonderful. I believe you guys all heard me say, you know, Eowyn is the one we want them to get, so this is actually ideal. We just drew another Guard of the Citadel. Definitely going to play our Guard. I'm just going to run through this one really quick, because realistically, this is a loss. We can't come back from this. Theodred, we're just committing everyone to the quest, without a shadow of a doubt. Guard Tower straight off the top. That's actually fine. That's another 2 threats. So we got 2, 4, 6, 9 versus 4. We take 5 threat. Got 31. Being at 31 does not bring anyone down, which is very fortunate for us. We'll travel to the Enchanted Stream, which means we can't draw any cards. Theodred, I didn't do the trigger, but whatever. I would chuck it on either of them. It doesn't really matter at this point. Plus, like I said, this is a fail, so I'm going to give myself every advantage I can, okay? Right, so that's the end of that. Untap. Take our threat up by 1. Angelian Spawn is coming down next turn to fight, which is exactly what you want to hear. Everyone generates a threat. We draw a card. We drew a Faramir, which is actually great, but just in this context, functionally useless. I mean, not that anything would be particularly great. Spend 2 on glowing, play another Guard of the Citadel. And you know what? We might as well play our Scout as well, and we'll place a progress token on the Tower Gate, which clears it immediately, because the Tower Gate only has one I don't know what that stat's called, actually, but one, like, you have to have 1 progress on it to clear it, you know? It's not that bad. Okay. You know what? If we could play Faramir, this actually is doable, because we would just push through a fuck ton right now, and... Oh, I didn't even flip this, I just realised. We'll just push out a fuck ton of, Oh, I just realised we actually can't do that. Sorry. We can't play the Scout, because we can only play 1 ally a turn. I even knew that in the back of my head, so... You know what, honestly? I think I'm willing to just say this one's a loss. Am I? I don't know, man. Angelian Spawn is coming down, so that removes 3 threat, but it doesn't do it before we quest, which is very irritating. We're definitely going to commit these 2. And we're going to commit at least 1 of these. We need to leave 1 back to block, because Angelian Spawn is just going to absolutely fucking womp it. So we'll commit these 2, put that there. From Theodred's ability, there's 5 in the area. Mountains Mirkwood, there's another 2. Oh, sorry, there's not 5. There's actually 7, 9 now. versus 4, so we take another 5. Both of these guys are coming down now. This one's a loss. Vodka shot number 2, baby. Okay, I'm pouring it. That's a more reasonable shot. There we go. Okay, all right. 3, 2, 1. Bottoms up, chat. Oh my god. Oh. I can feel my decision-making process getting stronger. Neuron pathways being created. Amazing. Oh god. Okay, you guys get the setup by now. I'm not going to bother flipping this card anymore. I'm going to play how I would if I was off camera. Which means we're going to be flying through this shit a little quicker. I think if we get 5 fails is our max. I don't really want to do more than 5 vodka shots at like, what, fucking 2 PM? Oh god. It's just... fuck, man, that was rough. This quest is so hard, dude. Why is this quest so hard? Who made this game? Fantasy Flight. Who at Fantasy Flight was like, you know what, I'm going to be a sadistic fuck. Let's put one of the hardest solo quests in the core box. You know, one of the first, a third of the first quests that they'll have to do are punishingly difficult. I mean, even the journey along the Anduin isn't even, like, easy. That would be, like, a good difficulty for a final quest. But this is just genuinely sadistic. Oh god, I'm losing the ability to shuffle. Motor function leaving as well. Incredible. Oh, fuck. Come on, please. I don't even know how long this video's been. It's hard to see OBS from here. I like trail cables across my room and record in the middle of the room, as opposed to recording, you know, at my desk where all my gear is. So I always have to press record and then run over. Hey, you know, here's some behind-the-scenes stuff. Here's a funny thing. Technically, I'm upside down right now, but you guys don't know because I just flip the recording when I edit it in Vegas. But yeah, you know, I record this upside down just because of the way my webcam's laid out over the desk. Isn't that funny? That's not something you would have expected, probably. There you go. A little bit of inside baseball that you didn't really need. Right. Okay, it's probably good on shuffling. Oh, fuck. I just yeeted a card. I didn't see it, though, so that's fine. It can go on top. Okay. 6 cards. Let's go. We have Snowborn Scout, a Test of Will, Dwarven Tomb, Celebrian Stone, Wandering Took, and another Scout. I like this hand a lot. We're definitely keeping it. Pump Eowyn for 2 willpower, making her a just questing machine on her own. Let's go back down to 36. Oh, goodness me. Okay. It's a really good opening hand. I can't complain about that. We just have to hope that Eowyn doesn't get sniped by the bullshit fucking D6. If she does, honestly, this is one of the rare ones where we actually probably still could make it. It just means we have to give the stone to somebody else. We'll probably give it to Gloin, so he has 4 willpower for questing. It's not great, but it's, you know, it means we have a shot at the very least. It means I can avoid potato death for a bit longer, hopefully. Okay. Probably good on the shuffling. What do you got for me? Really? Okay, alright, well I guess we're fighting Angelian Spawn again. There's a doomed 1 god, so we tick up our threat by 1, and each player discards all event cards in their hand. That's pretty bad. Test of Will goes, Dwarven Tomb... Oh, that's actually not that bad, you know, it's only 2 cards. That's definitely significantly less bad than it could have been. That does also mean that Dungeon Torch is unguarded. Doomed, we tick up our threat by 1 to begin with. This is tenable. This is still tenable. And Theodred got sniped. Okay. There's a chance. There is actually a slim chance here. So, generate resource. Draw a card. We got a Gandalf. That's great, but it's not great right now. There is 5 threat in the fucking starting area. That's so bad. It's just so much. And we can't play... I think we just have to try and take as little threat as possible right now. Because realistically... Yeah, we can't kill the guard in one swing. We can't kill the guard in one swing, and he's coming down this turn. We could play a scout just to block, but it feels really wasteful. I think we just block with Gloin and allow us to... yeah, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to commit Eowyn to the quest. Draw a card. Oh, fuck, it's the Jailer. And we fail a quest. So... Oh, wait, no, hang on. 5, 6. Yeah, I can't pump it by 2. So we are going to fail a quest. So... that's pretty bad, for sure. So 6 versus 4. We lose by 2, so we take 2 threat. Firstly. Secondly, the Jailer is in the staging area. After the players have quested unsuccessfully, shuffle 1 unclaimed object from the staging area back into the encounter deck. Now, I'm going to take the Shadow Key. The one thing that does do for us is it does mean that Angelian Spawn, hopefully, won't be the guard this time on the Shadow's Key. Because when we draw it, what will happen is it has the guarded keyword, which means one card just follows it out as its guard. So this is not great, but it's also an easy way to clear 3 threat from the... well, actually, 5 threat total, because the guard's going to be coming down to fight us as well. Yeah, so the threat area after this phase will only have 1 threat in it, which makes future things significantly easier. And then we just got to hope we draw the Shadow Key soon enough. I suppose on one hand, we've got a while before we need to get all 3 items anyway, so... Actually, chances are, there's a good chance we'll find it before that point. At least hopefully. Now I think we just got to focus on amassing allies. That's basically where we're at. So, as in the staging area, this dude comes down. This dude punches Gloin. Gloin blocks. No shadow effect. In fact, it's a shame we ripped that off the top, because that would have been a wonderful card to have as the next thing, but that's okay. We can't kill him, so we just go to the next turn. It's got to 30 threat. Everyone generates a resource. We draw a card. Okay. I think we got to start playing some allies, unfortunately. We just drew another scout for the record, which is really funny. I'm almost tempted to just play Gandalf, to be honest. I don't know if it's necessarily good, though. No, I don't think it is. Our threat isn't crazy high. I think right now we should be setting up to make... Okay, first things first. Gloin's going to spend 2. And we're going to chuck a stone on Eowyn. So Eowyn's willpower is now at 6, so she generates 6 when questing, which is incredibly high. We need a way to kill this Cavern Guardian. It's very annoying that he's about... You know what? We can, actually. He swings for 2, so we're going to play... We're going to spend 2 and play our Wandering Took. The Wandering Took can block the attack without dying, I believe. Yeah, 2 health, 1... Assuming he doesn't get pumped. Then we can swing back with Gloin next turn. And then hopefully we can use a scout to, you know... We can use a scout to block the next attack so the Wandering Took doesn't die. I think that's our plan. I like it. Eowyn quests. Okay, it's 3 versus 6, so we get 3 on the quest. Finally making some goddamn progress. Feels good, boys. Okay. Next phase. This guy attacks. Wandering Took defends. Shadow card. Gets +1 to attack. Took dies, unfortunately. That's very bad. Gloin swings back with a mighty blow, dealing a single point of damage, leaving this guy on 1 health. Oh, you know what? We should have potentially travelled to here, actually. I didn't think about it. You know what? We have, like, 3 scouts in hand. Maybe we just do it while it's there instead. Yeah, because it's... after it leaves players an explored location, I'm assuming if you put 3 tokens on it from scouts, it still counts as an explored location. And 2 threat isn't... It's not good, for sure, but it's not crazy high either. Yeah, I actually think I kind of like the setup. So, we'll untap. Tick up. Let's get that vodka decision-making kicking in, isn't it? Son of Annals, what we drew, everyone generates a resource. Okay, I guess we might as well start throwing out these scouts then. So, 1 cost, throw out a scout, chuck a thing on this. Go to the questing phase, Eowyn is going to quest. That's real bad. 2 damage on Eowyn. And he's going to come down to fight. But we do quest successfully. We only get 1 on it, though, this time. Okay, next... The orcs are going to come down. We only have one blocker, which is just so bad. Okay, first things first. Shadow card for you, shadow card for you. You're going to block here. You die. We have to take this one undefended, I think. Yeah. No shadow effect. Gloin takes 2 damage. Generates 2 resources. And he will crack back at the Cavern Guardian. Gandalf's map is now available. Dol Guldur orcs are just chilling. We don't attack them. We untap everyone. Tick up our threat. We generate a resource. Okay, we can at least make the same play as last time, but it means we're not really amassing allies, which isn't great. So we've ticked up a threat, generated resource, draw a card. Stand and fight. Fucking fantastic. Gandalf is absolutely going to be used to reduce our threat at some point as well, that means. Okay. Scout. Place a token on this boy. Aowen, go. Everyone takes damage, Aowen dies. Every exhausted... Wait, hang on, no. Yes, because we lost our hasty stroke. Yeah, we lost... sorry, a test of will, which would have been able to cancel it. Alright, well, that's a loss. That one was looking okay as well. You know what? This is how... I gotta say, how the last 2 have gone is how most of my attempts when I was doing this before went. Alright, bottoms up, boys. Oh my god. Dude, who made vodka, honestly? It's like whoever made vodka decided to just make the most punishing drink they could. I mean, this is Smirnoff as well, so it's like, not exactly expensive shit. I don't know if better vodka is, like, smoother, but it just burns, dude. I never really got the appeal of this stuff. I used to like it as a kid, but it didn't take very long to, like, be like, wait, why am I doing this to myself? There are other drinks that, you know, taste good. There's actually, like, craftsmanship put into some of the other drinks. But whatever, here we are. Reliving our teenage years, eh? Oh, fuck. I'm just going to check how long this video's been. I'll keep shuffling. Oh my god, this video's only been an hour. That's actually not that long at all. Alright, cool. We've got at least another 2 attempts in us then. I think 2 hours is like the absolute limit for this video. I don't really want to go for longer than 2 hours. And I mean, in 2 hours, we could easily have another 3 or 4 losses, which... Oh god, it's going to start punishing, for sure. That was our 3rd loss, right? Oh, I will say, the one time I won... It was actually really easy. So there are ways to win this in an easy way. You just have to get exceptionally lucky. So like, when I won, what ended up happening was basically we... So if I remember correctly, okay, in the start, we drew 2 when revealed effects on the guarded items, on the objectives. So straight off the bat, 2 of them were unguarded. Brilliant. That means there's basically no threat in the starting area, right? The second thing that happened is we drew location after location after location after location. We had to fight, like, basically no one for the first, like, I don't know, solid 1/3 of the entire quest. Which meant that we amassed a decent little ally pool. And the other thing is that we were on top of the questing. So we were clearing locations like no one's business, right? Then, when we got to the final part of the quest... It was just literally a case of making sure that we have, you know, you just maths the combat up properly, basically. So, it's definitely not, I know it's not impossible. Is it hard? Fuck yeah. Is it absurdly hard? Yeah, kind of. Is it unfair? Probably. But, it is technically possible. And that gives me hope. And also, if nothing else, I feel like that, you know, reflects the values of Lord of the Rings to some extent. You know, like, a world filled with a ton of oppressive odds against you. It's just, everything's shit all the time. And you're fighting against seemingly unending numbers. And you're placing all your hope on a single hobbit to make it all the way to Mount Doom. And it's just about having faith in that one little boy. That's probably not actually what the message of the thing was. I don't know, dude. Can you tell my sanity is slipping slightly? Also, perhaps with my sobriety as well. Anyway, that's probably enough shuffling. Alright. Opening hand. We got Lorien Guide. Brilliant. Stand and fight. Sure. Cancel a shadow effect. Fight. Steward of Gondor. We're pogging out, dude. Longbeard, Orc Slayer, and God. This is actually like an ideal opening hand. We have ways to generate extra resources. We know Steward of Gondor is going to get through because we have 2 perps, so that means it's guaranteed to happen. Steward of Gondor actually probably is one of the easier ways to win this quest. Purely because it means that no matter who's alive, you can always play the cards they have, right? So you're guaranteed to be able to play shit, which is not always going to be the case in this on this quest, right? I guess, actually, sorry, tell a slight lie. If we lose AoE and we still can't play blue cards, no amount of resources is going to overcome the fact that they're in a different sphere entirely, unfortunately. But what I mean is, if you have a card that you can play, so like if I have an expensive purple card, you're going to be able to play it. Like Brock Iron Fist, for example. Which I do play, although I understand a lot of people don't like that card. Or at least based on what I've read from strategy guides and whatnot. Not that I've read a ton of them, though, to be honest. I feel like for me, the major, like, appeal of this game, I guess, is just working out my own little strategies to do different things, you know? Like I said, for me, I consider this game to be very much a puzzle box, and as a result, it's not that appealing to just look up like what the most efficient deck is or anything like that. But I have posted on the subreddit a decent amount, just to see what other people have been doing and get advice on various bits. Okay. That's probably good. We got Beastmaster. It's not a great start. Dol Guldur Orcs. Also not great, but no one is committed. Oh, 2 Dol Guldur Orcs. You know what, actually? Not that bad. Maybe. Having only 2 people available means that combat's going to be rough as fuck, but these guys will die very quickly. So it's something. I don't know if it's ideal exactly, but it is something. 1. Gloin! Get out of here. Oh my god, I've poured vodka on Gloin's sleeve, dude. Shit, I didn't even realise I spilled vodka. Oh no, what have I done? It's fine, my card's fine. Okay, Gloin's got. We actually kind of would have liked... You know what, thinking about it, yeah, I was just about to say, I think we would have actually liked to keep Gloin this time, because 2 dudes are coming down like right away. Swinging for 2 each. So, generate a resource, draw a card. It's another Lorien Guide. It's of basically no help right now, to be completely honest with you. Man, this is fucking horrid. I'm almost tempted to just say, like, hit me with your max threat and both of them can block the orcs this turn? Because otherwise, I'm like, what the fuck do I do here? The Lorien Guides aren't really great at fighting. We got a guard and a Longbeard Orc Slayer, which is great. But he costs 4. Maybe we send Theodred to quest on his own? And then Eowyn can block one of them? I think that's actually the play, which is hilarious. Is it? Man, that's so unfortunate. No locations is really bad. Okay. Okay, here's my idea. We send Theodred. He gets a second counter put on him. He goes to 3 when we get one next turn. So that means we still can't play the Longbeard. So we're going to be relying on a draw. But we can play the Guard of the Citadel. God will die a tragic death. But we can do that anyway if we don't commit him to the... You know what, honestly? I don't think we send anyone. No commits to the quest. When revealed, each player must choose and exhaust one character they control. F? I don't really know what to say about that one. And now all these guys come down to fight me. Literally all 3 of these. Theodred blocks the first orcs. No shadow effect. He takes 1 damage. We take 1 undefended. That's 2 damage. Put it on Theodred, I guess. And then the King Spider is guaranteed to kill one of them. I think we call this one a hard reset. That was looking okay for a bit as well. I had hope. Oh, fuck. Gotta do another shot, dude. I would say this is the point where I would ask if you can tell if I'm slowly getting drunker, but I feel like it's becoming very obvious, to be honest with you. Oh, fuck, dude. I actually can't believe that. That was such a bad run out. Maybe altering the deck is... Oh, fuck, I do this every time. So, like, when I was playing it on my own, I experimented with so many different decks. And in the end, I basically landed on what we have now because I tried a deck was like, well, okay, you need someone to heal because, you know, the Shadow Key's a pain in the ass to hold and, like, you're going to be taking damage and the exhaust... when revealed, everyone takes the damage if they're exhausted is a pain in the ass because you're questing so much. So you need Lore, but then Lore's allies are just so bad and just get wiped. And the heroes aren't that great either, so it just didn't work. Was that maybe if, like, I don't know, I guess Tactics? But then I was like, wait, but the problem with Tactics is that you have loads of allies that are all cheap, and you kind of want more expensive, like, impactful allies in this because you can only play one a turn. Plus, they don't have any willpower, so they can't quest. It's just like, it's just not a good situation, man. This is just a rough fucking mission for sure. I don't think there's any other way to really put it. Okay, that's probably shuffled enough. Alright, let's take our punishment. Oh, God. Send help, chat, please. I'm on my last legs here. Shot number 4. That's about half a shot, I think. It's a little bit on the larger side, I think, this time. Oh. You know what? They're still horrible. But they've gotten easier. Like, the first one was the hardest, for sure. Just because I haven't had a shot of vodka in so long. I've basically not been out of the house since COVID started. It's been a little while since I've, you know, I don't even know if clubs are open, for example. It's the only time I'm really, like, drunk to get fucked up anyway, so... Yeah, I'm just not used to it. But whatever. Anyway, attempt number, well, that was shot 4, so this is attempt number 5. That's 7 cards, Devin, you madman. You're not playing Magic. You're playing Lord of the Rings, the living card game. Oh, wow, that's an interesting hand. I don't know if it's good, though. Okay, we got a Son of Arnor. We got a Snowborn Scout, Ever Vigilant, Sneak Attack, Hasty Stroke, and a Wandering Took. So we got 3 allies, all of them cheap. One of them is just a chump blocker, though, so not that useful necessarily. The Took is probably the most useful thing here. The Son of Arnor is good for combat, actually, which I think maybe we've been slightly underrating. Never Vigilant means he can get 2 swings in against 2 different enemies, which isn't bad. Also, this is mostly a purple hand. There's very little blue. Which is kind of what you want when you open, because you're getting more purple well, no, you're not actually getting one of each, assuming you don't snipe Eowyn on the roll, actually, so that's not true. I think we keep this hand. We got 3 allies. It's just, I guess Sneak Attack is just so bad. Like, it's not good as in the opening hand unless you have a Gandalf. It's good later in the game, but in your opening hand you just don't want it. I guess, actually, having it with the Scout is probably okay, because it means you can get, that's 2 progress tokens for, like, 2 resources. That's not bad at all, actually. I think we try this. I think we keep this. I don't think we mulligan this. I don't think it's bad enough to warrant a mulligan, I guess, what I'm trying to say. That's so good. First guard is, when revealed, exhausted characters take damage, but there are none. So, nothing, functionally. And we burned one of them out of the deck. So, location. And a King Spider. When revealed, we must choose and exhaust one character we control. We want it to be Theodred, so... sorry, we want it to be Gloin, ideally. On opening hand, we can't play Son of Arnor. Otherwise, we would probably want it... No, we don't really want it... Fuck, I don't know, man. We definitely want it to be one of these two, because we have to send Eowyn on the quest first turn. It's necessary. Wait, is it? Yeah, I think it is, actually. There's 4 threat in the area. 4 willpower is what she has. King Spider's guaranteed coming down. I really don't know what to do here. This is rough. And we have to travel here. We have to exhaust the character as well, which is... Or exhaust the hero, actually, not even a character, which is worse. Because the character is an ally, so we could just exhaust like a scout or something after sneak attacking it. But a hero is actually significantly worse. I mean, honestly, I feel like it almost doesn't matter between Gloin and Theodred. It can't be Eowyn because we need its quest. So I think let's do Theodred, considering the dice loves to take Theodred as prisoner. So let's just hope that's what happens. It's Eowyn. I mean, it's basically a guaranteed loss then. Oh, this is not a great start. Alright, cool. Whatever. Let's get this out of here. Everyone generates a resource. Draw a card. It's another Wandering Took. That's not ideal, considering Eowyn just got fucking yeeted. Man, that King Spider's kind of a pain in the dick. 3 damage, though. That's so much. It's like a needlessly large amount. Dude, I think we just got to take the attack undefended on... no, we got to defend it. So we can't really send anyone to quest. Okay, here's the plan. Yeah, we can't send anyone to quest. We draw. That's good, because we dodge any attacks from that necessarily. But it does mean we take 6 threat, which is pretty poor. Probably unsurprisingly. Then, both these guys come down. We're not going to travel to here because we have to exhaust to get to it. We're going to block the King Spider, who's going to draw. +1. Good thing we blocked it, otherwise Gloin would just actually be deceased right now. He does generate 3 resources on the other hand, so he's got a lot of resources at least. This guy attacks, we've got to take it undefended. No shadow effect. Theodred will take 2 damage. Everyone untaps. Tick up. And we draw. Lorien Guide, it's a blue card. It's really bad. Really bad in this context, I guess I should say. Okay. Here's the plan. We're going to play Son of Arnor. We're going to commit Gloin to the quest. That's pretty bad. Doomed 1, we uptick our threat by 1. It's 4 there versus 2, so we uptick it by another 2, go to 36. Then we go to combat. Theodred will be blocking... Oh fuck, I just realised King Spider kills him no matter what. Son of Arnor has to block one of them. Oh, that's so bad. This is a loss. No 2 ways about it. Oh. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to give me 2 seconds to go and get a glass of water and have a little sip while I rehydrate, and then I'll be back shortly, okay? I may or may not edit this section out. Otherwise, if I don't, you just have to wait in silence, alright? 2 seconds, chat. Alright, I just had a quick old sip of water. Hey, you know what? At least we ended on 36 threat, which means that we just tick our unit of 10s down, and then we're already reset. Easy clap. Right, I think for this video... Oh, do I want to... Oh, fuck, I don't know. I kind of want to say I should probably call this the last attempt. Because I don't know if 6 shots is a great idea. But at the same time, I just want to get it done in one video. I want to have like a victory on camera. That was the plan. I know. Anyone who's played this game is like, that was a fucking foolish plan. You're not wrong. By any stretch of the imagination. Hang on, let's... Okay. Cancel the shadow effect. I guess realistically, that's actually not necessarily that good in this quest, because you're not really doing a ton of combat. But here's the thing, right? The problem I have is less a case of, I guess it's less a case of like, oh, what in my deck is bad? Because the answer is actually quite a lot. The other question is more a case of, what out of the ones that we've excluded is good? Yeet an enemy back to the staging area. We're mostly questing. That's just never going to help us. Exhaust one hero and choose another hero to ready. We have 2 heroes for a decent chunk of this quest. That's basically dead for like a large chunk. Choose a hero and play it in the discard pile and put it into play. You just, I mean, if you lose a hero, I think you've lost the mission. I don't think that there's any hope of you coming back. Yeah, just all of them seem kind of bad. So I feel like this is what we got to go for. I know I didn't really seriously analyze those cards like deeply, but I mean, I'm way too drunk to do that right now anyway. Can't even fucking shuffle properly. Cards are just getting yeeted left, right, and center apparently. I'm thinking maybe we'll do 2 more attempts and then see how we're feeling. Probably not saying I want to be saying, honestly. So we've, for the record, just to be clear, to make it obvious how difficult this mission is, I feel like the first attempt, we got to the second thing and everyone in chat was like, you know, he's probably got this actually. This is going to be okay. No. This is the standard. Running through mission after mission of just, well, I guess we didn't get the hero we need, so they're fucked. Oh, looks like we drew 3 enemies at once, so I guess we just die. Oh, look, that's the jailer. I guess he just yeets every single object back into the deck. Like, that's what the standard running on this quest is. Cheers, lads. Oh. Oh, God. You know, actually, after drinking a bit of water, that was worse. That was definitely worse. Okay. I think we're going to call this the last attempt. I don't know if I can take another vodka shot. That was like 5. Okay, we got stand and fight, ever vigilant, Brock Iron Fist, a scout, a sneak attack, and a... So we got threat reduction, ally, combat trick, ally, sort of an ally, sort of a combat trick. It's not good. We have a single ally to play, and it's very expensive. I don't think this is that good. I think this is a quite easily but justifiable mulligan. Yeah, I think we're calling this the last one, actually. Video's probably about an hour and a half anyway. If we fail this one, there will be a part 2. But there definitely won't be vodka for part 2. Simply put. Okay, we're praying. Chat, pray with me. We're praying for one of those damage to all exhausted characters cards as a guard. And we're also praying for a location. And then after that, anything other than something really tough like Angelian Spawn. Or like a jailer or some shit. Anything other than those 2. And we've got a chance. Okay. Okay. Lorien Guide Son of Unknown. Oh, fucking hell. Expensive trick. Expensive ally. Stand and fight. Gandalf. This isn't great. This is... I mean, we have to keep it. We can only mulligan once in this game. And you know what? This is one of those hands that if we get an easy start, it's not implausible we could win. We got to rip some cheap allies off the top, which again is very possible. Maybe even just 1 or 2 would be fine over the next like 4 or 5 turns. And if we can live, we can use Gandalf twice to reduce our threat by a shit ton. You know what? Thinking back to it, I think in that round where we used Gandalf to blow up the jailer, I think that was actually the wrong play. I think thinking about it, what we should have done is we probably should have used Gandalf to just reduce our threat. Because sincerely, in this quest, having more time to get more allies out is the, in my opinion, probably the absolute best way, maybe the only way to win. The only problem is just the more time you take, the more passive damage you're taking, and then you just lose important heroes like Eowyn on quests. Due to the, you know, like the treacheries and stuff. It's a tough one. It's definitely a tough one. That's probably enough shuffling. Alright. Location? That's fine. Location? Also fine. Location! Do we have a scout in hand? We do not have a scout in hand. But, honestly, that's like the best set we're going to get. We have a Gandalf, so we can try and like pump him out and, yeah, reduce our threat. And if we can do that, there may be a chance. No Eowyn, we lose Gloin. Fucking ideal. Okay. 1 resource on each. Draw an extra card. So Northern Tracker. That's actually fucking unbelievably good. Yeah, that's kind of disgusting. We just want to see more locations. If we see more locations, we can pump out the Northern Tracker like 2 turns from now, and then we can just make some ridiculous shit happen. This could work. It's going to be close, but this could work. Alright, no fucking around. Send both of them on the quest. We're definitely taking some damage. Jailer. That's actually so bad. 5 versus 7 means one of these is getting yeeted back into the deck. It's not truly horrific. Oh, and we would have put the... Sorry, Theodred puts the thing on thing. Because we want to get the Northern Tracker out real quick. Okay, it's still not horrific. We take 2 threat. Go to 28. Jailer yeets one of the objectives back in the deck. We're going to make it the Dungeon Torch. Because honestly, that's going to take... This is the longest location to clear. It takes... We have to put 3 progress tokens on it to clear it. The Northern Tracker, on the other hand, will clear both of these in 2 turns. In fact, it will remove 2 threat on its own the first turn it's played. So I think we have to make it this one. We have to make it the one that will take the longest to clear. Okay. Next turn. Untap. Tick up to 29. Draw a card. Generate a resource. Okay. I think we basically just continue with our plan. Pay 2. Play a God of the Citadel. We commit everyone to the quest. That's really bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 6. We will discard a card in that case. Grim Resolve is going to be so good later, but I think... Oh, fuck. I think we have to discard Brock Iron Fist, honestly. He's just such an expensive ally. I don't know if he's that good right now. He's the least useful card. Yes, we'll discard Brock Iron Fist, pump it. That means we technically have a successful quest, which means the Jailer does not throw anything back into the shit pile. That's what I call the deck, apparently. Then we untap. Tick up. Everyone generates a resource. We can play the Northern Tracker. Draw a card. Valiant Sacrifice. That's actually great. We can draw cards off that. That's really good. Okay. We pay 4. And we play the Northern Tracker. Without a shadow of a doubt, we play the Northern Tracker. The Northern Tracker is going to clear 2 threat. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to commit 6 minimum. We're probably still not going to quest successfully. We can at least commit everyone, I guess. We still want to put tokens on that on Eowyn, I think, because we want to play the Lorien Guide next. You know what? We've been rushing this because we're a bit drunk. We probably should have actually travelled somewhere. Even the Tower Gate might... Oh, no, probably not. No, we probably didn't want to travel anywhere. We had to exhaust... You know what? We couldn't have travelled anywhere. And I don't think it's worth travelling to the Tower Gate. So actually, nah, this is fine. Okay. Okay. I think we just have to commit everyone, essentially. And pray to the gods above that we don't draw the when revealed card. Okay. Yeah. It's another location, that's fine. Northern Tracker would have triggered before this was revealed, so this doesn't get a progress token on it. Tower Gate is cleared. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we tie again. Okay. Tick up a threat. We're not going to travel anywhere. We're not going to engage anyone. Untap. Everyone generates a resource. That's... Wow, you know I'm fucked up when I put resources on allies, eh? Draw a card. It's a fucking scout, dude. That's actually insane. Wait, did I put a... Oh, yeah, because we spent all 4, right? Yeah. Wait, no, hang on. We would have spent all 4 to put thing on there. Then when we committed Theodred, she should have generated a resource. I don't think we put a resource on Eowyn. I don't think I missed that trigger. At least I'm pretty sure. Scout is insane, for the record. I don't know if... Sorry, I kind of brushed over it. But the Scout lets us put 1 on this, which means both of these 2 will be cleared when Northern Tracker commits. So, I mean, we have to play Scout. I don't see what else we do. We play Lorien Guide next turn. So we play Scout. Put a progress token on this. Commit 1. You know what? We don't need to commit everyone now. We just commit Eowyn, Theodred, and that. Keep these 2 up for any potential attackers, I suppose. Because these 2 are going to be cleared. There's only going to be 3 threat in the area. We're committing 6, which means it's unlikely... We should actually make progress on the quest at long last. So, let's... Yeah, I like this plan. Let's try this. And then we got Lorien Guide and Gandalf for later as well. Okay. First things first. Theodred triggers. Token on Eowyn. Oh. Actually, token on Theodred. Because we've got Son of Anor that we'd like to play. Just to get some attack power out. Northern Tracker triggers. We put quest token on on both of these. Not either, sorry. Both of these get cleared. We draw a card. Until the end of turn, raise the total threat in the staging area by X, where X is the number of players. So 4 threat. We finally succeed on a quest. 1, 2, 3, 4. We succeeded by 2. It's not much, but it's something. Okay. I think we should slow down, because I think we actually do have a really good shot this time. I don't know what... Oh, fuck, I just don't know what we're going to do exactly about the enemies are a real problem. And that's 3 threat that's just there forever, you know? I think we should think about when we want to use Gandalf. Because when we use Gandalf, we're going to be reducing our threat by a bunch. And then to do so... when we play him, we're going to use his ability to reduce our threat. And then we should use him to block or attack. One of the 2. Probably attack, honestly, because the Scout can only block. And if we do that, that means we have to be able to kill one of these 2 to make it worth it. And in that case, I think it should be the Jailer, because he'll go out of the deck permanently, and he's the one thing we need to... Like, if we ever fail questing, one of these 2 gets yeeted like the Torch did. So I think we have to kill the Jailer. Okay. I think we've got a chance. So we just quested. Can't travel anywhere. We don't want to engage anyone. We're just going to go to the end of turn. So we untap. Tick up our threat by 1. Everyone gets a resource. Draw a card. We got another Lorien Guide, which is not bad by any stretch. This could be the turn we play Gandalf. Okay, so let me think about it. If we play Gandalf, we reduce our threat by a bunch. That's fine. We commit Éowyn to the quest, because we basically have to every turn. We commit Northern Tracker. Do we commit Northern Tracker? He's only swinging for 2. We could actually block with Northern Tracker if we want. Okay, we need to hit him for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gandalf hits for 4. So that actually is enough to kill him. And you know what? We can block with a Scout. But the problem is we can't really risk losing... we can't really risk... what's the word? Oh my god, what am I trying to say? Get it out. We can't risk failing a quest. And if there's 3 out there, the encounter deck could easily draw another 2 or 3. So we really actually probably want a quest with more than just Éowyn on our own. You know what? In that case, I think we actually have to just delay for a bit longer. I think we got to play more allies. I think, anyway. I don't think we can play Gandalf this turn. Yeah, okay. I think that's correct. I think I agree with that. So in that case, we'll play the Lorien Guide for 3. We're going to commit Éowyn, Theodred, both of these 2. So that's a total of 7. Neither of their abilities do shit, unfortunately, this turn. That's fine. We're going to place a token on Éowyn, draw a card. That's fine. We tick up our threat by 1. We anticipated something like this happening. So that's 5. We said we committed 7, so we passed 2, 3. This guy's going to come down to the staging area. Oh, sorry, to the engagement area. You guys know what I mean, probably. Can't deal any damage to him, which is not ideal. This is going to sound fucking crazy, but I think we're going to take the attack undefended. Hang on. I guess, okay, the question here is it better to have heroes with damage or 1 less ally? We still can't kill him this turn no matter what. Maybe holding back the Northern Tracker was actually the play on this turn. I get hindsight's 2020, right? If we take it undefended and he gets pumped, Theodred has to take it and he's on 1 health, which means we can't really commit him to quests. On the other hand, we sack the Scout and we can't damage him back, but we can womp him next turn and the Northern Tracker can block. Can I play anything in between that point? I can play Son of Anor, which is pretty good, to be honest. I think I like that line more. We'll block with the Scout. He draws a shadow card. Glad we did it. Deal 1 damage to each character. Wow, okay. That's fucking brutal. Alright, fair enough. Yeah. This character. So literally everyone takes a damage. The Scout dies, but the attack is still counted as defended. Oh, I fucking hate Hammerhorns. This guy is such a pain in the dick. Scout dies. No retaliation can happen. I can swing with this guy, but he has 1 shield and it's 1 attack, so nothing will happen. We untap. We tick up. Everyone generates a resource. We go to the next turn. Draw a card. That's annoying. We just drew Hasty Stroke, which lets us cancel a shallow effect. Which would have been ideal, literally a turn ago. I'm sure you guys can work out why. Okay. Northern Tracker blocks. We swing back with Son of Anor and Guard of the Citadel. We can commit everyone else. I think I like that plan. So we play Son of Anor. We're going to commit Eowyn, Theodred, Lorien Tracker. Lorien Guide, sorry. I just fused the two guys together. We'll place probably on Eowyn. No, you know what? We'll actually place on Theodred. We've still got the Grim Resolve in hand, which is expensive. So, and I think that'll be useful eventually. So, yeah, we'll commit this. So that's 6. Caught in the web. That's really bad. Okay. That does mean that nothing ticks up, which is good. So we're actually, first things first, resolve questing. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 3. So we put 3 tokens down. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could discard something to pump it once more, which I actually think I like the idea of. You know what? This is going to sound mental. I'm going to actually get rid of Grim Resolve to pump it by 1. Because everything else in our hand kind of has a purpose. So we'll pump it by 1. This goes here. We're going to grab Gandalf's map this turn so we get Gloin back. In fact, we're going to do that at the end of the questing phase so Gloin can swing at this Cavern Guardian. Yeah, I like this. I think I like this plan a lot, actually. I think we have to put Caught in the Web on Theodred. Because resources are less of an issue right now. And Eowyn has to quest every turn. So I think I like this plan. Okay. During the player action window, at the end of the questing phase, Eowyn will grab Gandalf's map. We tuck up our threat. Oh, wait, hang on. Let me check the rulebook. So, one of the problems is if we do it now, this guy will come down. But I believe there's a player action window a bit later. So, yeah, okay, here. So, we were going to do it at the end of the quest phase. We're not going to do that now. We're going to do the travel phase, in which has nothing to travel to. We're going to do the encounter phase. So, this is where engagement checks are made. Then, after a shadow card is dealt to each player, we're going to take a player action during that point. So, that means that this guy won't do a check to come down. So okay. Travel phase, we're not going to travel anywhere. Engagement checks phase. Both of these guys are above our current threat, so they don't engage, right? We go to combat. Every enemy is dealt a shadow card. Player actions window. During this window, we'll activate Gandalf's map, raise our threat by 2 to grab it on Eowyn. So go to 36. That means we pass this quest, because we discarded a card to pump it by 1. And it had the appropriate number of counters on it, even if I didn't put 1 on it. You guys know what I meant. Okay. So this turns over. We get Gloin back. And he comes back with a single point of damage, which also means he generates a resource. Then, we're going to block with the Northern Tracker here. No threat. No shadow effect, rather. Then we'll swing back with Gloin Guard, and this guy just gets absolutely battered. Now, the question is, during the refresh phase, all these guys refresh. Do we refresh Theodred for 2? We have a huge amount of allies, which is great. I think this might be the time we want to play Gandalf. Which means it's the time we probably want to fight the Jailer. And as that's the case, I actually don't think we care about Theodred being untapped right now. So I actually think we don't. We go to the next turn. This ticks up by 1. Everyone generates a resource. Draw a card. We can cancel when revealed effects. We just drew a Test of Will. That's fucking amazing. Right. Now, he strikes for 2, so the Northern Tracker can block. Yes, that was the plan. So, Gloin spends 2. Man, we have a lot of blue cards, actually. Maybe it's... Okay. Gloin spends 2. Theodred spends 2. Eowyn spends 1. We play Gandalf. It's just barely in vision. Oh, well. There we go, that's slightly better. Not much, but slightly. Okay, Gandalf is in play. Gandalf in this play will reduce our threat by 5. We go down to 32. Okay. We commit Eowyn. Okay, wait, hang on, actually. Before we commit Eowyn, let's think. So we need 8 attack. There's 3 threat here. Fuck, we don't get Gloin back, do we? Gloin's not back yet, I just realised. Gloin isn't back until we... Gloin had 1 resource on him. No, 2 resources on him, so we actually have to spend 2 more here. Like that, for Gandalf. We're still going to do it. It's fine because this guy still would have died to, like, the previous guy we killed during last combat would have died to God of the Citadel and Son of Anor. That was our initial plan. The reason we can't do it is because we have to place a, a thing on here before we can actually, before we release Gloin. So we need to successfully have a questing phase first. So in that case, do we actually... I don't know if we do go for Gandalf yet. Yeah, you know what? We don't play Gandalf yet. So we get 2 back on Eowyn. And 3 back on Theodred. I think I'm remembering. Oh, you know what, actually? I think we spent 1 on Gloin. I feel like Eowyn had 3 and Theodred had 2 as opposed to 3. But I can't remember for sure. Because we spent 1 on... Okay, we spent 1 on Gloin. So we should have spent 2 off here and 2 off here. Maybe Eowyn had 4 then? Because we've only returned 3, right? Or have we returned 4? No, I think we've returned 4. So we returned 2 to Eowyn and 2 to Theodred. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay. I'm pretty sure anyway. Okay. So in that case... As we're not playing Gandalf just yet, I think we play a second Lorien Guide. Which will cost 3. Yeah, I think we play a second Lorien Guide. So we just want to make so we push through this quest for sure this turn. So we play a Lorien Guide. We're going to commit Eowyn. We're going to commit the Northern Tracker, the Lorien Guide, and the other Lorien Guide. These 2 can stay out just in case there's emergency combat. Mountains of Mirkwood, that's fine. So there's 5 there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 7 total. Versus 5. So we get 2 through. Which means now Gloin activates. Comes in with a counter on him. Also generating a resource. That means we've already put the 2 on that. Gloin's back. So that means next turn we're going to play Gandalf. To reduce our threat. Oh shit, hang on. But that means our threats are 37 because we never played Gandalf. So Dol Guldur Beastmaster is guaranteed to engage. What a conundrum. I guess we can block with the Guard of the Citadel. I mean, we basically have to, right? And then if Gloin and this swings back, then next turn we can kill him quite easily, because that's 4 damage. It will push 3 through. That's still quite a lot. Okay, I think we just have to bite the bullet on that one. I think we just have to say, okay, we kind of fucked it. It's okay. This is fine. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is fine. I think we just have to bite the bullet slightly. Okay, so... This guy comes down to the engagement area. Deal him 2 shadow cards. Guard of the Citadel will block. Choose and discard 1 attachment. And a Caught in the Web gets burned, which is fantastic. It says, from the defending character... you know what? It doesn't say discard an attachment you control. So I wonder if we can discard Caught in the Web. It says choose and discard 1 attachment from the defending character. Oh, you know what? Hang on, it doesn't affect us at all. It's the defending character, not the defending player. So it would affect Guard of the Citadel, which is nothing. So that's fine. Guard of the Citadel dies. Okay, well at least we've got a bit more space to play with now, I guess. Then these two will swing back and deal 3 damage. Okay. And that is the end of that turn. Next turn, so this turn we have to play Gandalf. There's no question about it. So this takes up to 38. The jailer's coming down to unless we don't. Everyone refreshes. Except Theodred, because he's got the bullshit thing on him. Everyone generates a resource. Yeah, we have to play Gandalf. It's not even a question. We drew another Son of Anor, which is good. In fact, very good, but not right now. Okay, so that means we're going to spend 2 on Theodred, 2 on Gloin. That's actually 3 on Theodred, fuck it. And we're going to play Gandalf. Then we'll reduce our threat by 5. Go down to 33. And the way we're going to do this, I think, is I think we're going to have Gandalf block, because we only need 3 damage to get through. Son of Anor is already 2. And then we can keep Baccalaurean Guide, so that's 3 total. So if these two are attacking, you're questing currently, in the plan in my head anyway. Anyone's obviously questing, Gloin's questing. Where's Gloin questing? Northern Tracker's definitely questing. Yeah, you know, I think we try and quest with as many people as we can, because we just want to push this through. I know we need to find one of the objectives first, which is bad for sure, but hopefully it hasn't been shuffled near the bottom of the deck and then we've got a shot. If it's shuffled near the bottom of the deck, I think this is a loss regardless, but we got to play it like it's probably not a loss. So, yeah, if these two swing, we win. Gandalf can block. I think this is the plan. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe we leave back the Lothlorien Guide 1 minute. 1, 2, 3, 7. It's 3 there, we have to draw 4. I think I like this actually, and then Lothlorien Guide can attack, can block any extra random attackers. I think. Sure. Yeah, let's try this. It's another location. That's completely fine. Northern Tracker triggered, by the way. Should have been 1 on that. Okay, this is fine. These two will get cleared by the Northern Trackers. There's 5 out there. We've got 6, 7. So we place 2 progress down. Then we go to combat. This guy gets dealt 2 shadow cards. Gandalf's going to block. No shadow effects. We burned one of the when revealed deal damage to exhausted characters, which is fantastic. How many of those have we burned actually? I think it's 2 now, right? Or was it a caught in a web? Okay, no, it was a caught in a web. So there's still 2 in the deck. Do bear that in mind. It's important. We made progress. This guy attacks. He deals some damage to Gandalf. Gandalf lives. These 2 will swing back. This guy dies. Gandalf goes to our discard pile. Everyone refreshes. Except for Theodred. Tick up a threat by 1. Draw. Okay. Everyone generates a resource. We drew a Favour of the Lady, which pumps our it pumps our you know, our fucking, what's the word? Willpower by 1. It's good. Don't think it's quite enough right now. We can't play an ally this turn, which isn't ideal. It's also not terrible either. I think we're going to travel to this Mountains of Mirkwood in the second questing. Sorry, in the travel phase this time. I think, anyway. We can't play our second Son of Arnor yet. I don't really want to play our Favour of the Lady, because we just want to make sure we can cancel shit, you know, when it comes up, and that'll mean she has no resources on her. So I actually think, yeah, we're just going to commit basically everyone. We're going to commit you, definitely the Northern Tracker, both of these 2. Everyone but the Son of Arnor. First things first, Northern Tracker triggers. Draw. Each player discards all event cards from their hand. That's a lot of event cards, so we should cancel that. Oh, but, I mean, it's going to get discarded no matter what. So I think we might as well cancel it. A Test of Will would have been discarded otherwise, so we'll cancel that to protect our other two. But it's not great, because now... That's like one of the less... It's not as bad as some of the other treacheries. But that's okay. This is just the situation we're in now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 versus 5. We place 5 on it, which is huge. We could even pump AO in for an extra. Is it worth it? So we're going to go to 9. We'll you know what? We'll put this in a stack of 5 on the quest. Just so we know. So that's a stack of 4 currently. We could pump it, make it go to 10, and we got to push another 5 through. This is getting... In fact, you know what? I don't actually think there's any point in travelling here, because this is going to get cleared no matter what. I think this is fine. And then I think next time we're going to play we can't play Gandalf again. I just remembered we got to wait a lot of turns. To stand and fight is a blue card, so we need to spend 5 on Eowyn to do that. We've got some other dead allies. I don't think any of them are worth it, though. The second court in the web is no longer in the deck. Correct. So we don't have to worry about the second court in the web, at least. That's something. Yeah, we're not going to travel there. Everyone resets. Tick up. Draw a card. We've got an archer, which is very good, to be honest. Everyone generates a resource. We really just need, like, genuinely need a way of reducing our threat, I think. But we can't really do much about that right now. I'm going to say, so I don't know for sure how this would work, but with Mountains of Mirkwood, there's a response after it leaves players an explored area. I'm going to assume that when we place a third quest token on it, even though it wasn't our active location, it still counts as an explored location because we put progress tokens on it. So I'm going to assume we get these 5 cards from the top of our deck. And if we do that, there is a high chance in this turn or next turn we'll hit a Gandalf or a threat reducing card. And if that's the case, we actually have a huge chance of winning this time. So, I think this plan is fine. We'll commit Eowyn, Gloin, Northern Tracker, and both the Lorien Guides again. Yeah. Northern Tracker triggers. An extra thing is placed on this unless it's explored. This one is not explored, but it's close. When this one gets explored before questing is resolved, we look at the top 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we get to put one of them to our hand. So we've got a guard. We've got a second Northern Tracker. That's actually huge. Steward have got... Oh, man. There's actually a lot of good options here. Okay. Guard, probably not going to want it. Northern Tracker, very good. Third Lorien Guide, probably don't want it. Probably don't want the Ever Vigilant either. It's basically between the Guard and the Steward of Gondor. Steward of Gondor helps us generate a ridiculous number of resources. Northern Tracker is just a very good ally. I think the answer is Steward of Gondor. Because I think the resources are more important right now. Yeah, we'll take the Steward of Gondor. The rest gets shuffled into our deck. Do you want to know the funny thing? This attempt has gone on for so long, I feel like I'm starting to sober up. Who knew 5 shots ain't shit, son? I know I was complaining about him earlier, but I'm an absolute baller now, right? I hope this has been entertaining, by the way, because this has been a ton of effort to film. And it's just been the absolute descent into madness that has been my Lord of the Rings living card game adventure, I guess. Anyway, so we have the Steward of Gondor. We can't attach it now. The plan is to attach it to Theodred, so we can use Theodred from now on. Because that means, yeah, we can either use the Steward of Gondor to ensure that Theodred is always available. Alternatively, we can just use it to generate a fuck ton of resources. One of the two. They're both pretty good uses, to be honest. Okay, that's pretty good. So now we go to questing. So we've got Eowyn, Gloin, Northern Tracker, Lorien Guide committed. We draw one off the top. Orcs. They deal 2 damage to someone committed to the quest. We are going to kill this Lorien Guide. I think it's the only real reasonable thing to do in this situation, to be completely honest with you. It does mean... I guess we could stand and fight, because it's an event whenever, to bring back someone else to block if we want. But I think I really, really just want that to bring back Gandalf and reduce our threat. By the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Sorry, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 committed versus 5 in the area. We get 3. So this stack goes to 5. And we're actually very near the end of this now. We just need to draw that final objective. Wait, what? Fuck, I should have played the archer this turn. I don't know why I didn't play the archer. That was really dumb. That's okay. Maybe I didn't have the resources or something, I don't know. It's okay. It's whatever. The orc's going to come down. They're going to deal at least 2 damage. Basically have to block with Son of Arnor as much as I don't really want to. Draws a shadow card. Resolve the when revealed effect of shadow cards, of Iron Shackles. This goes on top of our deck. That's actually completely fine. Son of Arnor dies. The orc's still there and we don't draw a card. Tick up a threat. Everyone refreshes. Don't draw a card because of Iron Shackles, and then we go. Okay. So, everyone generates resources as well. Okay. We definitely pay 2 from Theodred. Get the Steward of Gondor. Okay. Now, one thing that is good is we only need to commit Eowyn and the Northern Tracker, really. Everyone else can chill back for attacks and defense. But we also do want to play some dudes. So, we're guaranteed playing... I think the Archer's just better than Son of Arnor. He's swinging for 2. Gloin can defend. So yeah, we'll do this. We'll play the Archer. And then that's going to be that for now. We will then commit Eowyn, Northern Tracker. We'll just commit Eowyn and the Northern Tracker. We need Gloin to block. We need you to attack Lorien Guide as a just-in-case measure. Yeah, I think I like this plan. So, it's only 5, but the Northern Tracker puts a token on this, so that gets cleared as well. Check the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please, just give me a Gandalf, and then we have so much more time. So second stand and fight, actually, is also very good. So we've got Sneak Attack, Stand and Fight, Dwarven Tomb, Ever Vigilant, or another Archer. I mean, we basically are going to take the... We're taking the Stand and Fight. Because being able to play Gandalf another 2 times, reducing our threat by 10, gives us just so many turns to try and get this shit sorted. And because Stand and Fight is a event card, it doesn't count as a... you know, as an ally. So we can play Gandalf the turn we play with Stand and Fight, and we can still play an ally that same turn. So I think this is absolutely the play. Okay, that'll do shuffling wise. Okay. We need to get these fucking points on Eowyn though, that's the only thing. Okay. So we've got 2 people committed, that's 5. Draw. Gives 1 extra threat, so that's on 2. We push through 3 over the top, which is fantastic. That actually means we have enough quest tokens on the quest to succeed. So we just need to find that 3rd objective now. Okay. Combat. I hate to say it, but I think Gloin is just going to take a womp. I don't love it, but I think we have to block with Gloin. It's got some issues associated with it, but yeah, I think we just have to, more or less. So Gloin's going to block. No shadow effect. Gloin takes 1 damage and generates a resource. Swing back with both of these, dealing 3 damage. They die. Before we untap, so before the end of turn, we'll generate 2 resources on Theodred. Then during the refresh phase, We're going to spend the 2 to untap him. Tick up our threat by 1. We regenerate resource in everyone, and we draw a card. Another Lorien Guide. Fucking hell. These things are literally everywhere. I mean, I don't think there's any question. We have to Gandalf next turn, but we're also going to be able to do it. Theodred being back means we can get extra resources on Eowyn, which is great. We should probably keep back Gloin from now on, honestly. Because we don't want him to... These 2 can take 1 more hit from the when revealed effects. Gloin can't really. Like, he won't die, but we want him to be able to block and stuff, so... Yeah, I think we're just going to chill on that. We will play a second Son of Arnor right now, though. So we'll spend 3. Check out the Son of Arnor. Go to the questing phase. Eowyn, Theodred. There's only 1, honestly. Maybe we should just send these 2. We don't need any more on this. We just need to delay until we get the 3rd objective. So yeah, let's just send out these 2. I guess if there's one thing we could draw that has 5 on it that would fuck us, but we can still discard a card if we want. And there is stuff we could discard. So I think it's worth it. Okay, cool. So we'll chuck a resource. Did I chuck a resource on Eowyn just now? I don't think I did. I think she was on 4. So yeah, because we could play Gandalf next turn guaranteed. So yeah, we'll chuck a resource on Eowyn. Draw a card. Dol Guldur Orcs. That's not great, that's for sure. We'll chuck 2 damage on Theodred, because otherwise someone will die. We put a bunch of quest tokens on our thing, so that's 3 in that area, so we get 2 through. I'm only putting the extras on just in case they get removed by an effect later, so we know that we've gone over, and thus if stuff gets removed, we may still be able to succeed, right? Okay, that's fine. These guys come down. We're not going to engage this guy willingly. We'll block with the Northern Tracker, because you have 2 shield. Defending player must choose and exhaust 1 character who controls, that's fine. So we'll exhaust like the Lorien Guide. Then we'll swing back with these 2, killing the Dol Guldur Orcs. Next turn, Steward of Gondor, untap. Same thing as last time. We'll generate 2 resources and spend the 2 to untap Theodred. Everyone refreshes. This takes up to 38. Everyone generates a resource. Draw. Scout. That's not that good, to be honest. This could be the turn we attack the jailer, honestly. Because we bring back Gandalf, reduce our threat, then just smack the jailer. I think I like that plan. We haven't got any allies to play. I mean, we got the Lorien Guide, but like we can't play it realistically. So yeah, we're going to spend 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll play Stand and Fight to bring back Gandalf. We'll reduce our threat by 5. Go down to 33. Then go to the questing phase. We'll commit Eowyn, Lorien Guide, Archer. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, you know what? We shouldn't commit the Archer because if we get them when revealed, they'll die. That's 5. We can discard if we need to pump Eowyn. Yeah, this should be fine. Draw. So location, pumps it by 3. So that's 4 versus 5. We get 1 through. That's fine. That landed perfectly by pure chance. So, shout out to that. Okay. Then, we're probably going to call down the jailer. And then we can kill him in 1 shot. Hang on 1 sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can actually kill him and block with Gandalf. So we don't... You know what? No one even needs to die. That's actually fantastic. Okay, cool. So, we won't travel anywhere. I don't think. Yeah, we won't travel anywhere because we can play a scout next turn to get a thing on this. Then Northern Tracker will clear it. go to the engagement phase. We'll purposefully engage this guy. He gets dealt a shadow card. Block with Gandalf. Discard one attachment you control. Discarded objective cards are returned to the staging area. We don't control Caught in the Web, unfortunately, so it actually has to be Gandalf's map, which is a little annoying, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Then this guy hits Gandalf for no damage because he has 4 shield. Then we swing back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't need to hit with Theodred, which means that he doesn't have to pay using Steward of Gondor this turn. That's ideal. Cool. This guy dies. Gandalf goes away. Everyone refreshes. Before that, though, we'll generate another 2 resources on Theodred. Everyone refreshes. Okay. We draw... No, sorry. We generate a resource on everybody. And we draw a card. We got For Gondor, which pumps our, pumps our dude's stats. It's not bad by any stretch, but we just don't really need it right now. Like I said, we're going to spend 1 and play the Scout to place 1 token on the Necromancer's pass. Then we're going to commit Eowyn. Going to commit the Northern Tracker. That might be it, to be honest. We could do Gloin, but it really doesn't matter. We just got to stay ahead of the threat here. And this is going to get cleared now, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, we'll just commit those 2. This gets cleared because Northern Tracker puts a token on it. Draw a card. Finally, it's Dungeon Torch. Okay, so when Dungeon Torch comes out, it gets a guard. Doomed 1, so we increase our threat by 1. Surge. Another one comes out. It's an Enchanted Stream. That is completely fine. Okay. There's 3 there. We succeed by 2. We'll travel to the Endless Cavern. So if we commit a Lorien Guide, that will probably get cleared, which means we can grab all 3 next turn, which means we'll go to the next phase, in all likelihood. Okay. There's no combat to do, so everyone just refreshes. Tick up our threat again. Everybody generates a resource. Oh, sorry, we'll do Steward of Gondor at the end of turn as well to generate 2 on him. Everybody generates a resource. We draw a card. We got Ever Vigilant. Not necessarily bad. Not amazing either. Okay. Okay. How do we... Okay, we need to clear this before we can grab this. We want all 3 of them cleared before we do anything, because otherwise then shit could fuck us, basically. So I think... Do we have any allies we want to play? That's the first question. We can play the Lorien Guide, but that means it's going to take us longer to play Gandalf. So I think we hold off on the Lorien Guide for now. So that means we go straight to the questing phase. We commit Eowyn. We commit Northern Tracker to get a token on this. We commit Lorien Guide to get a token on this. And I think that's it. We can cancel a Shadow Effect with Hasty Stroke. We can pump guys during combat, which isn't ideal. We probably want to save that for the Nazgul, actually. I think I like this. Okay, so these 2 trigger. Get a progress token on each of these. Neither of them clear. Draw a card. It's another location, that's fine. So it's 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we push through 1, which means a token gets put on this. So next turn, this is guaranteed to get cleared from the Lorien Guide. This is guaranteed to get cleared from the Northern Tracker. This will hang about, but it's only 3 threats, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. So we tick up a threat. Fresh everyone, and we go to the next turn again. Everyone generates... use Steward of Gondor to generate 2 on Theodred. Dude is getting literally swamped in resources. Everyone generates a resource. Draw a card. It's the second Northern Tracker. That's huge. Maybe we should start committing Theodred to quests, because he has so many... Yeah, he has so much resources on him. And Eowyn needs them more anyway, because we just have so many more blue cards right now that are vital to play. So I think we're going to start committing Theodred and use this resource pool to basically funnel it to Eowyn. Okay. Eowyn, Theodred, Northern Tracker and Lorien Guide. For sure. If we draw the fucking... the thing that deals 1 damage to everyone, Theodred will get fucked. That's the only issue. I know there's 3 in the deck. There's 1. We've only seen 1. We can't commit Theodred then. We can't risk losing him for sure. Yeah, we've only seen 1. There's how many cards left in this deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's way too high a chance. There's no way we can commit Theodred. Oh, fucking hell. Alright, it's getting a little tight, that's for sure. Yeah, okay, this is how we have to do it. We can't commit Theodred. There's no fucking way. So these two will get cleared. That's 3 versus 6. Should be fine. Maybe we should send Gloin just in case. If only we had our second... We've got 2 copies of Test of Will in the deck. If we could draw this, then we could be a bit more brazen. But right now, I just don't think we can, honestly. I mean, we can't commit the... I think this is fine. Okay, let's try this. So, Lorien Guide triggers. This gets cleared. Dungeon Torch goes back up to the staging area. Northern Tracker triggers. 1 on here. This gets cleared. Enchanted Stream is out. There's only 3 threat in play currently. We have 6 committed. That's 1, but Doomed 1 and Surge. So we tick up our threat. And we Surge. Tower Gate, that's actually fine. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's exactly what we've got. That's totally fine because 2 of these will get cleared next turn. This is only 1 threat. That is a non-issue. This is actually like ideal currently. But that does mean there's 2 of those exhausted cards here, which is a bit of an issue. Honestly, I'm starting to think maybe we should just use Gandalf to draw 3 cards because we need a way to cancel that shadow effect when it happens. Because it looks like, I mean, there's not going to be... I wonder how many enemies are here that can draw it as a shadow effect, right? It seems like we've burned through a large chunk of the enemies. Just realised, by the way, this guy has Victory 5 on him, which means that he's removed from the deck when we killed him. The other Jailer we drew as a shadow card. I don't think there's any other Victory cards here. Yeah. So this Jailer should have been removed from the deck. When they have Victory cards on them, that's like, you know, you win that as like Victory points or whatever. So this is removed from the deck and we can't... basically, when this deck runs out, we shuffle the discard pile back in as the deck, and that's why it's relevant. So we can't have 2 Jailers in that deck. Okay. So, because we tied... We can't even really commit Eowyn, to be honest. Because if we draw 2 of them... Once we draw 1, we can commit Eowyn, but if we draw 2 of them, then, like, there's going to be some... You know, there'll be literally hell to pay. So actually next quest phase, I don't think we can commit Eowyn. We'll just have to commit as many allies as we can. Okay. So we take up our threat again. Go to 38. We untap everyone. Everyone generates a resource. We put 2 on him because of the Steward of Gondor again. Everybody generates 1. Draw a card. Wandering Turk. It's not bad. Okay, we're going to clear these 2, then there'll only be 1 threat in there, so that's not that bad whatsoever. Do we want to play... I don't think we want to play Gandalf now, necessarily. We want to play Gandalf when we know we're going to be fighting the Nazgul, because Gandalf can deal 4 damage to him, and then we can just fucking whomp him with our huge amount of allies. I can't believe we have no purple allies in our hand. We really need to draw some purple allies. If we draw purple allies, then... We have a lot of damage, though. Okay, so Nazgul's stats, he has 9 health and 3 shield. Fuck, man. Maybe we just go for it now, honestly. We do this quest phase. Clear a lot of the shit in there. Grab all of the things at the end. Play Next turn, play stand and fight, play Gandalf, and then hope we can kill the Nazgul. I think we got to go for it. I think that basically has to be the plan. Alright, wish me luck, boys. I think that's what we're going to go with. So, we commit Northern Tracker and Lorien Guide. Because we are very scared of drawing the... Oh, wait, you know what? We can commit Eowyn. Because we're only drawing one at most. Like, it can't... If we draw one, it won't surge into another one. At least not right off the bat. I just realised everything is way out of line. Did I move the camera during this playthrough or something? Everything's so fucking wacky. Alright, I'm sorry everything's out of line, but that's okay. Anyway, yeah, you know what? So we can commit Eowyn. Yeah, we'll commit Eowyn. So this will be the standard squad again. Northern Tracker triggers. That means we clear this. We clear the dungeon tower. And this gets one token on it. Draw one card. It's a King Spider, so we exhaust a character we control. That's fine. We'll exhaust... You're hitting for 3. We probably want to block with the scout, that means. And we need to hit you for 4. That's fine. These two can do it on their own. Probably care less about the Son of Arnor than the Archer, because the Archer has willpower at least. So we'll exhaust Son of Arnor. Block with the Scout, hit with the... Oh no, wait, hang on, sorry. What was I thinking? Yeah, it comes down. Oh no, you know what? Maybe we should block with the Archer, so we have the Scout to block against the Nazgul. No, because we need the most attack possible. I'm talking crazy. I'm talking craziness. Absolute mad manatees. Oh, and you know what? We can use Valiant Sacrifice draw cards. This is actually fine, actually. So first things first, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 3. We place some more tokens on it. They're not going to get moved at this point. It's fine. Go to combat. King Spider comes down. Deal him a shadow card. We'll block with the Scout. Oh, fuck. We burned one of them. That's so good. Okay, so there's only one more in the deck, which means we don't have to worry about Eowyn for now. The Scout dies, but when the Scout dies, we'll spend a resource to play Valiant Sacrifice, and when an ally leaves play, we get to draw 2 cards. We drew Guard of the Citadel and Ever Vigilant. We can use that, actually. We can make Gandalf block, and then swing back next turn when we fight the Nazgul, because we're going to grab all of these, like, now, basically. Okay. What do I need? Okay, what do I need to get these? So raise my threat by 2. Raise my threat by 2. Raise my threat by 2. You don't have to exhaust anyone to grab these. You just raise your threat by a bunch. So that's actually fine. Yeah, that's actually fine. Okay, we have to basically win in this turn. Or next turn, sorry, to succeed. So, we drew 2 cards. We got Guard of the Citadel. We got Ever Vigilant. That's fine. We're going to crack back with Gloin and the Archer, killing the King Spider. End of the turn, before we go on to my turn, we're going to spend... Okay, we're going to tick up our threat by 2 to grab Gandalf's map. We're going to tick up our threat by 2 again to grab the Shadow Key, put that on Gloin. Then we're going to tick up our threat by another 2 to grab the Dungeon Torch, put that on Theodred. Then, that means we tick through this quest. And we get to the final fart part. I nearly said the final fart. Wow. You know what? I've completely sobered up by this point, actually. Maybe I should have another vodka shot for fun. Okay, so out of the dungeons. Following a thread of sunlight, you discover a cavern opening leading out through the side of the hill. Stationed outside the cave mouth, however, is a large group of orcs. Okay. At the beginning of each quest phase, each player places the top card of their deck face down in front of him, as if it just engaged him from the staging area. They're called Orc Guards. We cannot defeat this stage while the Nazgul is in play. If this stage is defeated and the Nazgul is not in play, the players have won. So, when this comes into play, I believe the Nazgul flies down. Oh my fucking god, we played this wrong the entire time. When we rescued the prisoner, we're supposed to get the Nazgul then. When the prisoner is rescued, move the Nazgul into the staging area. Fuck's sake. So that means 5... That would have been an extra 5 threat in the staging area that entire time. With just gnarly stats. Oh, God. I feel like I made that mistake the first time I played this a while ago as well. Oh my god, that... Oh, fuck me. Well, I mean, I'm still uploading this video because this has been a large chunk of my life committed to it. Damn. I'll ask you... What do you... Okay. I'll have to ask everyone else. What do you guys think I should do? Should I record another video of me just trying to play the quest and doing it properly? I'm gonna finish this run, but do you think I should basically, yeah, do you think I should replay the quest without the vodka? Or do you think I should just move on to the Shadows Mirkwood cycle? Let me know in the comments and I'll make a decision from there. But that's very funny. Well, whatever. Anyway, everything's grabbed. So we go to the end of the turn. We're going to activate Steward of Gondor to place another 2 resources. Don't even know if we have 2 more resource counters. We do. There we go. Shadow Key activates. We take... Groin takes a damage. And a threat. I believe Dungeon Torch. At the end of each round, raise the threat by 2. So we raise it by 3 total. So 1 for the end of the round and then 2 for the Dungeon Torch. So we go to 48. So we have to win this round. Which is a pretty big ask, to be honest. I don't even know if it's going to be possible. We need to push through 7 threat here. Yeah, we need to push through 7 threat on the quest, and then we also need to manage to kill the Nazgul. That's a very big ask. We can play as many allies as we want, though. That's the one thing, I suppose. That clause goes away on the 3rd quest. Do you want to know what's annoying on the second stage? Do you want to know what's annoying? If we knew the Nazgul came down during the 2nd phase, I actually think there's a decent chance we could have won. Because I think we would have been like, okay, so the Nazgul's here, we need to rush out Gandalf quicker, and then we would have dealt with it, we might have taken some blow from it, but then this final phase would have been easier, because the Nazgul isn't about. And our threat wouldn't be so high, necessarily. Man, that's really irritating. Whatever. We've done that, everyone refreshes. Everyone gets a resource. And we draw a card. We've got Faramir as well. That's actually unbelievably good. Well, I guess we might as well play all our allies. So, spend 2. We're playing a Guard of the Citadel. Then we spend 4. Playing Faramir. Grim Resolve would be insane right now, but we had to discard it when we did. We've got Evelyn Vigilant, we've got 4 Gondor. Actually, you know what? This probably is actually just a win straight up. We don't have a Son of Arnor, do we? You know what? We don't even necessarily need Gandalf thinking about it. Hang on. Because what I think we do is we play... The main thing is getting the 7th threat off here. That's the main pain in the dick. But what we can do to do that is we can actually get Son of Arnor, which means we can pull down the Nazgul now, getting him out of the staging area. And when we do that, because we have Faramir out, getting 7 on this probably isn't going to be that hard. I mean, this is only 1, so we need to push through like 10? That's not that much, honestly. Plus, that means we get to pump Eowyn for 1 anyway, because we finally get to play the... You know what, let's try that line. I think that is the best line. So we're going to spend 3, play Stand and Fight, bring back Son of Arnor. Son of Arnor is going to engage the Nazgul, because that's just the ability he has. When he comes into play, we can choose an enemy card in the staging area and engage them. So we'll engage the Nazgul. We'll spend a further 2 by playing Favour of the Lady, which pumps her willpower by 1. At the beginning of each quest phase is when we do that. Okay, that's fine. Then, to kill the Nazgul, we need 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's all of those guys. So 1, so that's 6. and then the Northern Tracker as well. So you guys can quest. These guys can all quest, which is still... Oh, is it going to be enough? And then we'll discard, I guess, one. You know what? Oh, because we have 4 Gondor, of course. Yeah, that's fine. We actually don't need as much then, because everyone gets +1 to attack. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can actually leave back the Archer to quest as well, because we have 4 Gondor. Yeah, so we go to the questing phase, we commit Eowyn, we commit these 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, and we can commit the Northern Tracker. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We need someone to block. So maybe we keep back the Northern Tracker for blocking. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's probably enough. That's enough as long as the deck doesn't fuck us. So let's try this. You have 1 health. You're the only one that can get killed by the when revealed. So okay, yeah, this is fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reveal. Angelian Spawn. That's so bad. That's actually so bad. Reduces everyone's willpower by 1. So there's 4 here. These all get negated. So we have 4. But if we activate Faramir, that's 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 4. So we actually only end up putting 4 in this. We can discard 1 to make it 5. So we still lose anyway. That's so funny. I think. Hang on. That's actually hilarious, to be honest. That's so goddamn funny. And Angelian Spawn would kill someone anyway, so this is actually a failed quest. In the very end. Man, that's so... Wait, hang on, no, not necessarily. No, because we can use Ever Vigilant to make someone block, actually. Okay. It's just... Okay, it's because we didn't get enough quests on the thing. There's no way to reduce our threat, is there? No, there's not. So we die from threat damage at the end of this. Oh, fuck. Otherwise that would have worked. So just to explain to everyone, this reduces everyone... Wait, hang on. Do we have anything that cancels when revealed effect? No, only shadow cards. Okay. So everyone is reduced by 1. Faramir activates, increases everyone's by 1, basically negating this. But that's still only... 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 4. So we place 4 on here. Let's say we discard 1 card. Let's say a Wandering Took, because we're not going to be able to play it anyway, to pump it by 1. We can only do this once per round, unfortunately, so we can't do this multiple times. Otherwise, I would just commit as much as I could, right? But yeah. Yeah, that's really rough. Technically... Oh, no, we didn't commit Northern Tracker, so that wouldn't have done anything either. Yeah. Then we would... go to combat. Angelian Spawn comes down. They both get a shadow card dealt. Fuck, Angelian Spawn's always the one that seems to fuck up this quest. Every single time I play it. It's kind of absurd. So then I guess before we do combat, we'd play 2. We'd play 4 Gondor, so everyone's pumped up. Then we'd play 1. We'd ready an ally. I guess we should make it Faramir, because he has 2 block as well. Then we would have blocked with the Northern Tracker on the Nazgul. There's a shadow effect, so after a shadow effect is resolved, the engaged melee must choose and discard 1 character they control. I can make it the Northern Tracker, who is attacking, so we'll make it the Northern Tracker, that's fine. Then the Faramir will block the Angelian Spawn. No shadow effect. So that means 5 damage. You have 5 health essentially, so you die. Then it would have been, yes, this would have been a success, because then we would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, kill the Nazgul, and the quest would have been done. Would have had enough counters on it, so that would have been a success. But as it stands, we died to threat damage. Because we could have won next turn as well. I know there's technically another Orc, but we'd just take it undefended and Eowyn would take the hit or whatever, it's fine. Oh man, alright, well, that was one hell of a journey. Thank you to everyone for watching. Let me know if you want me to replay this and try and get an actual legitimate win. Well, we didn't get any win regardless, because we lost this regardless. But hey, yeah, let me know if you want me to replay this or if you think I should just move on. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video regardless. I'd appreciate any likes, comments, subscribes, all that kind of all that good stuff. I'm still actually slightly blasted. I can feel it now. I'm getting that lovely afterglow of being drunk. But yeah, that was one hell of a journey. That's frustratingly close. But yeah, I'll see you guys around. All right, cheers for watching.